We got Sylvester Stallone. We should be fine.
Yeah. He's, what was that series called? Not Untouchable. Is it Untouchable? Where was all the old actors?
Don't know.
Untouchable?
Like, there was like 3 or 4 films? Is that like Bruce Willis and all the fucking old action stars? What the fuck were they called? They were like PG-13.
The Expendables?
Yes! That's it.
How many of those movies did they do?
3? I want to say. I know the last one I saw had Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they put him in a tiny car, and he's like, my shoes are bigger than the car.
Is it weird to say that the Expendables and the newer like Fast and the Furious movies kind of feel the same to me? I feel like the Fast and the Furious is very Expendables-esque now.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I saw a clip of one, I didn't see the film, where they're flying a car to space.
Jason Momoa is now in one of them.
That's pretty wacky.
Yeah.
I like Jason Momoa. He's always fun.
But
he gets a lot of
It's not
slop.
his best acting in that one.
Yeah, he gets a lot of slop acting roles, is unfortunately like stupid
that's-
action, but I guess because he's tattooed and buff.
That's what I mean with like the Fast and the Furious movies have become the new Expendables. It's like whatever cool actor at the moment, let's throw him in there.
Yeah. True. Very true.
But yes, hello everybody, welcome
Hi.
to D&D 5th edition in a modern day setting. I am the Game Master, or the Dungeon Master, MisterGriss, joined today by my lovely players like always. We've got Aidan playing as AJ,
Hola.
Destructore playing as Des,
Hell.
Excluded playing as Cecil,
Hello.
and Mckadow as Dr. Lucien Sanchez.
Okay. Hear me out. You changed Sylvester's profile picture, and now I want to fuck him.
Yeah, they are,
It looks very much like a cyberpunk chick or something.
yeah, they are the elven people that have come from the tree that grew in Hawaii now. They are like, what is the name, the correct term? Androgynous? Is that what I'm thinking of? Or they're like, they don't really have a
don't have
gender.
one
They
gender.
ca-
Yeah.
they can kind of just look like anything.
Okay. Does it have a hole?
And is it gay, Gris?
I don't know and I don't know. Moving on.
If it doesn't have a gender, it can't be.
Oh.
Doesn't have a gender, then not really.
But it's still considered woke, right?
No.
They're like-
And woke deserves to die.
Oh, let's
They're
burn
like-
the tree down. Oh, burn the tree down! Let's destroy LGBTQ!
They're like plants,
God.
so I imagine seeds are involved.
Ooh. I've got seeds.
I mean, Dr. Lucian's definitely going to give us some seeds.
Oh, boy.
Dr.
Alright.
Lucien like buzzing around this plant person like a bee.
I'm definitely going to do some pollination if I want friend. Anyway, Des, it's your turn.
Yes. Last
What
time
an
you
introduction
guys,
for his turn.
you guys came under attack at AJ's house while investigating. You got called by the Branded Cross, and they were like, "Hey, everybody is getting attacked of our organization, like all over the city. We need all hands on deck. We need you guys to come meet with us. We've set up a temporary base at the fire station in Honolulu." And once you got there, they pretty much said that somebody's coming after the Branded Cross. They don't know who, but they are under attack. And they asked you guys as a group to go and patrol through the city to see if you could find anything suspicious, protect other Branded Cross members and stuff like that. While you were out patrolling, you did indeed run into some suspicious people, got into a high-speed chase following a van, dealt with all that stuff, and then in the distance you saw a big plume of smoke coming from the direction of the fire station. Radio communication came in over the walkie-talkies, asking for emergency assistance, that they are under attack at the fire station. Everybody needs to fall back to the temporary base and come and help out. So you guys made your way over there. Cecil and Dr. Lucien, you, the both of you, flow through the upstairs window. So you are on the upstairs floor. And Des and AJ, you drove with AJ's car over to here, slammed into two of these attackers, parked the car, got out, grabbed your guns, and started getting involved in the fight. And that is pretty much where we are now. It is currently Des, his turn. So what will Des do? Whoops. Definitely didn't accidentally skip Des, his turn.
I'm just gonna go up to this guy, I guess.
Okay. Are you jumping on top of the car to get to him?
I guess. Do you want me to do an athletics or something?
No, the car isn't that high. You can definitely make that without having to do a roll.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
Ooh. A 25, that definitely hits. Ten damage. That is enough to kill this guy. How do you finish him off?
Just cut his head off after I jumped on the car.
Okay, you leap on the car, swinging your side down, just clean cut, decapitating this guy. His lifeless body drops to the floor. Do you end your turn standing on top of the car? Do you like duck in cover behind the vehicle?
I guess. Plus I can cover here because there's also a motorbike. Twice as much protection.
Yeah, and that is these guys are firing at each other, the like cultists and the branded cross. So there is like a constant like stream of bullets flying down this parking lot. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I'll end my turn there.
Okay, cool. It is Agent Smith, his turn, who is upstairs on the second floor, I believe. Oh no, did I move him down? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, he is just gonna move his movement. He can't really reach anyone at the moment. So that'll be him for now. This Charlene, your handler's turn. She has taken cover upstairs, is firing at these attackers through the window. She's constantly on the radio, doing radio communication. Like, report in everyone, what's the status? How is the fight going? Like, stuff like that. If at any point you wanna, like, relay any information towards her, you can definitely do that. And with that, it is Dr. Lucien Sanchez's turn.
Oh my god. Let's see. Ooh, just enough. Hi, does he see me coming?
I would say he is too busy firing inside of the garage to notice you approaching.
Ah! Just a sword to the back of the head.
Okay. Ooh. A 23, that definitely hits. Uh, 10 damage. How do you kill this guy?
With holiness. It gets filled with divine light and explodes.
Oh my god. He starts like glowing out of the mouth
Yeah,
and
it
the
goes
eyes.
out of his eyes. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And then he starts floating.
God damn.
Let
is-
me see. I have bonus actions. Haven't really gotten into much combat with this boy yet. Oh yeah, telekinetic. I can shove an enemy. Yeah, might as well.
What are you using your telekinetic abilities on?
It just reads Mage Hand here again. What can Mage Hand do again? Spectral Hand, use an action, you manipulate, unlock a door, container, stow an item, retrieve an item, put an open container, pour the contents out of a vial. Oh, pour the contents out of a vial, you say? Then I shall give it the one that, wait a second, swallow. Oh, did I get rid of it? Oh, did I already use it? I thought I had acid. Oh, I don't have it anymore.
No
Oh, I do.
acid.
That's right, I've got one acid. I shall get my mage hand to pour this acid on the other guy's head.
Oh. Make a range attack against a creature or object, treating the acid as an improvised weapon. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 acid damage. Okay, cool. Roll an attack. Okay. I was gonna say you have advantage since you're using Mage Hand, but it hit, so you can roll that damage.
6 acid right to the head.
6 acid damage. This is the guy that has a bit more hit points, that seems a bit stronger than all the others. I believe acid lowers the AC. At least that's how it works in Baldur's Gate. I think that's in normal D&D as well.
Oh, does it say anything on the vial? Either way, that's my turn.
Yeah, no. That's part of Baldur's Gate, but not in the official rules. That's fine.
Yeah. It just hurts like a bitch.
Yeah. I've been playing D&D for a while now, and I've recently discovered that poison, I think, gives them disadvantage on attacks. Which I was like, oh, okay, so poison does do something other than just normal damage. But that might just be monk abilities with, like, Hands of Harming or something. But yeah.
Could be.
It is the cultists' turns, so the ones near you guys are gonna act. So we'll start with Dr. Lucien, this guy that just got dripped with some acid. He's just gonna look into your direction, aim his weapon at you, and take a shot. Does an 11 hit you?
No. Miss.
Okay, he misses, and he will duck behind the corner in cover after that miss. Oh yeah, he was on top of it, that guy. Who else has people nearby? The parking lot, definitely. So we will go over
No.
there. Yeah, all 3 of you are over there. So we'll start with Cecil. You have haste on you, but you're not invisible or anything, right?
No. Also, there's a lot of things fucked up with the character sheet.
Oh, is there?
Bladesong does not give me the bonus AC equal to my intelligence. Haste and mobile are... Mobile should give me like 10 extra feet of movement, like to my default movement. And haste should double my movement speed, but haste is ignoring mobile for some reason. It's not doubling it.
Oh, okay.
Haste? Isn't
Haste,
haste
yeah.
just an extra action?
Haste extraction plus 2 bonus to AC advantage on dexterity saving throws and doubles
Ah.
my movement speed.
Oh. That's way better than fucking Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Target speed is doubled. Because it is just taking your base speed without any modifiers. Not too sure how to change that.
Not sure why Bladesong as well is not like giving me the modifier for my intelligence to the AC.
Blade Song, you gain a bonus to your AC equal to your intelligence modifier, minimum of 1. Okay. Let me open your sheet.
I'm just gonna use the bathroom while you do this.
So your AC currently has your leather armor, your dexterity, haste, and cloak of protection.
Yeah,
It is
but
indeed
it does
not
not have
doing
the
Bladesong. Bladesong is under unavailable effect. Okay, I take that on and off. Did that do anything? No.
No.
Interesting. Why did Bladesong break?
Cause nobody's singing.
His sword isn't singing. System attribute AC bonus. Add abilities intelligence modifier. Movement 10. And that all looks good, but you're not working.
You have like the feature itself with your regress. Maybe I can just delete it and then you add it again.
I don't know if I just have Bladesong, Blade singing? It's from, it's not a subclass from the default D&D stuff, right?
I think so, because I can just level up normally, unlike the Grave Cleric.
It's from Tasha's. Bladesong is under Cleric, right?
It's Wizard.
Wizard. Blade singing. Okay. Blade singing. When faced, endless onslaught. Do you have this on your sheet? Blade singer styles. Okay, I'm gonna try to add this to your sheet and see if that does anything. Oh, subclass with blade singing already exists. Okay, never mind. Blade song. Okay, I've re-added it to your sheet, but annoyingly enough, it's like at the bottom now, under other features, and not under your career features.
Hey.
Use ability. Select your guy. Apply.
Oh yeah, there we go. I did add it.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that fucked with haste. Now I have double the movement buff from Bladesong.
You have 90 feet walk speed.
It should be. Yeah, still like haste is fucked up with interacting with the mobile. Should be 100 because I should have 50 with Bladesong active. Then haste should double all of that, but
Oh, I see.
yeah, whatever. It's like only 10 movement.
Yeah.
Well, at least the AC is fixed before they all start attacking me.
Yeah. 1, 2. These two by the red car are gonna fire at you. It's 24 hit.
I'll use shield to make that miss.
Okay. Second guy will fire. So 14 hit.
Nope.
Does shield stay on you for a while? 1 round.
I think until the start of my turn.
Yeah.
My next turn, yeah.
Okay. two guys take shots at you, but you're kinda in cover by this car. You duck out of the way. The next two soldiers, these two over here, next to the green car, and the one by the yellow car, are gonna take a shot at AJ. So 3 shots coming your way.
That'll look like
Target
it fired
me.
at.
I'm still targeted.
Okay, at 10. Does that hit you?
9.
A 19.
Oh, that hits.
Okay. One more. A 14.
I
That's
miss.
it. Okay. So one of them hits. They shoot you for 8 piercing and 5 force damage. 13 damage in total.
Oh.
I
Can you
have
apply
applied
it?
it? Yeah.
Okay.
You are now considered bloody.
Yeah,
That is-
and I just healed as well my last turn.
And that is all these guys. Cecil, your turn is coming up. It is your turn. You technically have 10 extra movement speed. It is slowly but surely becoming darker. 29, that definitely hits. Seven damage. How do you kill this guy? Cecil?
Oh. There it is. I pressed the mute button. Yeah, just stab him in the eye.
Okay.
Next guy still have extra attack.
Extra attack on the other guy.
Yep.
22 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. That is enough to kill this guy as well. Do you stab him in the other eye?
Yep. Then the haste action, I'll just go to this guy.
$15 misses.
Well, shit. Let's see, bonus action. No, nothing really in bonus action. I'll just end my turn.
Okay, cool. It is Sylph's turn. Still unsure what exactly is happening, but you gave them the order to fight. So they've fired their bow already at some enemies. So they're gonna continue fighting. Movement speed is 30. So they can just get there. $17, that hits.
Nice.
Holy, what the hell?
That's a lot of damage.
Oh my god.
What is he using? And can we have that?
Oh no, he dies. Ooh.
I guess that's
No,
just
it's-
part of their race. On top of the weapon, they are doing 5d8 psychic damage, but only when used
Fucking hell.
with 2 hands, which he did do. Yeah, you see, you all see this like plant person that you've only recently really met, just running into combat, but not like angry or aggressively looking. Like it looks very like calm, calculated, relaxed. Just pulls out his sword, cuts this guy across, and at first sight it kind of looks like they missed, and then just this like psychic force erupts from the like slash that they just made with their weapon, as this soldier just gets annihilated by this amount of psychic damage. That is their turn. Yeah, they are a cleric, so they do not get extra attack, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I just realised I'm moving my character by accident. I only moved him once.
You're walking around out of turn?
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh no.
I don't think the fires gets now.
No, the firefighters are not doing a good job.
I think that firefighter might be caught on fire.
With that failure of the
If
firefighter,
only
it
there
is,
was one more firefighter here,
Yeah.
we could have contained this.
it is our firefighter's turn. AJ, you have
Okay.
ducked in cover between this car. There was a branded cross guard right next to you, but he
Wait.
got shot in the face.
I just realised, I think. Don't I have more AC for like being in cover?
Yeah. +2.
That guy would have missed.
Oh.
Alright.
How much did they hit you with? A 19? How much is
yeah.
your AC? He would have
Uh,
missed. So you took 13 damage, so just do a +13 on your health, please. We'll undo the damage.
I give the enemy guidance.
So yeah, what looks like impacted you, the bullet actually got wedged into the like metal of the car.
Okay.
Or
You
again,
just thought you got
plus one
shot.
unknown to your AC.
You just stand there going, I've been hit! Oh!
I'm going to I kind of see 2 enemies there. I'm going
Yeah.
to back up a little bit.
The map is very
And-
quickly becoming dark, and that's not me doing it. I think that's the auto timekeeping module that I've
It's
got
the
on.
smoke, dude. It's filling up with smoke. I'm not joking. Look at the smoke spreading.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to jump on top of the car and do a flip over, yeah, that elf.
Over who? Say his name.
Land on the other car and get on the other side and stop beating these
Well,
up.
the name's changed now. So I Sylph. It was Sylvester. Now Sylph to be more androgynous.
Now it's Sylph
Androgynous?
space Esther as the last name.
Okay.
Oh no.
It wasn't before.
I don't like the last name.
It's
Well,
just the
fuck
last
everybody
name.
called Esther. then.
I mean, that's okay that you don't like it.
Oh, last name
Yeah.
never hurt anyone.
Is that a reference to Jumanji?
Reference to Jumanji.
Huh?
Yeah. Little Rain never hurt nobody.
Oh.
That was the reference to that guy. I was like, oh, burn vegetables hurt nobody, and then he just gets hit with a pen.
Okay. He might have been referenced to Jumanji.
Maybe. I wasn't doing it on purpose.
I attack the guy on the left. I don't attack the guy on the left.
Unarmed strike misses. And 11 misses, rather.
Okay, I use my second attack. I'm gonna have to use Fury or Blows, I think.
That hits. $11 damage. That is enough to kill this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna use Fury or Blows. Let me do one more attack.
Okay.
This guy on the right of me is looking at me bad. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. An 18.
Mask flies off. It's a beautiful woman.
An 18. That
These
hits.
hands are rated all.
An 11, yeah. It's enough to kill this attacker as well. So you leapt from one car onto the other, start punching like both of these attackers. You've managed to successfully kill both of them. What does this look like? What kind of cool shit are you doing?
Well, with the flip, I would bounce off the car with my hands, and the one on the left, I'd kick down to the floor, and then do a Sanji thing where kick up and then hit him in the head. And then the one on the right, I'd just turn around uppercut.
Okay. Very nice. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. It is the Branded Cross soldier's turn. To make it a bit brighter because it was getting too dark. Looking around the map, there are not that many enemies left anymore. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soldiers near you guys, friendly ones. Okay. They are just gonna move, all 5 of them are gonna move their full movement towards the nearest enemies. So they are pretty much all going into this building next to the parking lot. Oh, that was a firefighter.
Oh no.
This guy is gonna go over here. Yeah, you hear communications over the radio. We're pushing them back. Keep pushing. Keep fighting them. It looks like their momentum has been stopped. That is them. They were not really in range to take a shot at anyone. So with that, Destructore, it is your turn. You are still in the parking lot. All the attackers in this parking lot area have been dealt with. You've heard calls over the radio that there's a few that have made their way inside of the fire station. And you hear gunshots coming from the opposite side of the building, where Dr. Lucien is still fighting off some of them. So what are you gonna do this?
They have this under control, it looks like. Only a few remain. They've most likely won this fight. I'm interested in going back onto the streets and wreaking more havoc while this chaos is still fresh. Finding more marks to kill.
Oh. What kind of mark are you looking for?
Not just these guys. I mean, they're trying to stir up a storm, so if I kill a bunch of them, it'd be good for posterity amongst the streets, if you will.
Okay, so in quote-unquote gameplay terms, you are leaving the map and going to hunt down more of these guys?
Basically, yes. I'm gonna go hunt some more of these guys. Need more heads.
Okay, cool. Splitting the party. Yeah. You I'm not gonna worry too much about your movements. I am going to make you just hidden for now. That you are still here, but not quite here at the same time. So yeah, you move away from the fire station. You hear the gunfire trail off in the distance. You are in pretty much the heart of the city of Honolulu. You're near the Waikiki district, not too far from the beaches. You're just gonna head into the city to try to find more of these guys, you said was your plan?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a perception or investigation roll, your choice. Ooh, a 14. Yeah, you definitely you move down the street and you see a one of these hooded guys that was attacking the fire station, assaulting another person in the street, just in broad daylight, on the side of the street, on the sidewalk, just beating somebody over the head with the butt of their gun as the person on the ground is arms reached up, calling out for help. What do you do?
I'm gonna kill him with my scythe
Okay.
from the back while he's not looking. So
Roll an attack to hit. You get advantage for surprising him. A 21 that hits. A 20, yeah. You swoop in, you cut this guy down. One cut across the body. He just drops down dead on the floor. The person that was on the floor screaming out for help, like, looks up at you in like disbelief. Thank you. They just started beating me up, saying that they knew that I worked for the Burnt Cross or something, but I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I just work down the road at like a bar. What is going on?
massive turf war. You might want to get somewhere safe.
Yes, of course. I'll call the police.
I imagine they'll be swamped. You won't have much luck with that. But good luck surviving.
Okay, yeah, he thanks you. Thank you so much, and he just like in a panic, like runs off down the street. And that is you for now. We will come back to you later. It is the agent's turn, who will move up out of the fire station. Dr. Lucien Sanchez, you see Agent Smith appearing out of the garage doors. He looks left and right, then looks directly at you. You like lock eye contact. Have they all been dealt with here? Is there more of them?
That's all that I can see. There's more over there.
Oh,
I see them.
yeah, you see them. Yeah, and he like, upon like noticing them, like ducks into cover in this doorway kind of deal, and he's just gonna take some pot shots at them with his low caliber autoloader gun. A 14. He's firing in their direction, but he does not. You like watch him do this, and he doesn't seem to be like too proficient with using a firearm.
So subtle, Chris, but yes.
That's Charlene's turn. She'll like speak up on the radio. We are beating them back. Keep pushing them out of here. If you can, try to capture one of them alive so we can interrogate them to know where they are coming from. Keep doing the good work. Over. With that, Dr. Lucien, it is your turn.
She wants one alive, right? Okay. Instantaneous. Can I do this instantaneously? Casting time 1 minute. Don't think so. Let me see. I will, I guess. I'll tie up. Oh, right. Well, okay. This guy exploded, and the other guy's got acid. I'll tie up this corpse here in front of me,
Okay.
and then I will bring him back to life.
Ooh. What do you mean, bring him back to life?
I can bring any creature that's died within 1 minute back to with 1 HP, I think, if I remember correctly. Is it Revivify? Spell Strike.
Yeah, what's the Revivify? But it's gonna cost you like a diamond worth 300 gold.
Yeah.
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 Let me check my bag.
If it has
I
a
mean, I don't
money
have one.
component, then you
Yeah, I
cannot
need-
just cast it.
Yeah, I don't think I had gems. I don't know if I have a crystal fog, silver mask, various gems. When it loot, pearl of power. Doesn't say specifically diamond. Let me see. I can just stabilize them then, I guess, if it doesn't have a component cost. Let me see. Death ward? Judge creature? No. Sorry, guys. I'm not used to this guy.
So,
Commune. No. Masculine plumes. Is dead. Trying to decrease your life. No, that's that diamond one. No, it's not that one. There was another one I had. Gotta go down the list. Yeah. This one requires 300. The other one requires 500. Yeah.
You have the cantrip,
I'll have to pay some
spare the
diamonds.
dying.
That's it. Thank you. You touch a creature that has 0 hit points. And becomes stable. No, that's not it. He's already dead.
Yeah, it's only for when they're like doing that saving throws, which not everybody gets to do.
Ah, well, fuck it. Let me just borrow his corpse anyway. We'll start casting enemy dead. Boogada. Drag him in here, I guess.
Animate that. That spell creates an undead servant. Choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid within range. Your spell imbues the target with a foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead creature. The target becomes a skeleton if you choose bones, or a zombie if you choose a corpse. Oh my god. So you choose a corpse, so he becomes a zombie.
Combination.
Okay, cool. There is a zombie then.
Well, not yet. Takes a minute.
Yeah. In a minute, there will be a zombie there, where that corpse is.
And that'll have to be a mutton. Well, I guess I could get bonus action mage hand, but nah. Carry on.
It is the attackers their turn. The creature is under your control for 24 hours. I'm still just kind of reading through your your spell text. Okay, cool.
Oh, if I upcast it, I can control more. Interesting. I shall do that next time. Might have to start throwing some corpses into the bag.
Yeah, 4th level necromancy. Animate that. A drop of blood, a piece of flesh, and a pinch of bone dust. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Casting time 1 minute. That is a while in combat.
Yeah, but we're pretty much cleaned up here on this side, and there's a bunch of NPCs fighting. I think we're pretty much. I think we're 1 or 2 turns away. I'm just gonna raise this guy and help out Destructore, I guess. Try and find him with the zombie guy. We'll probably like him. Yes, I probably think he's cool.
Okay, it's the attacker's turn. 3 of them that are down the road here from you, Dr. Lucien, that you saw down the street as you walked in here. They are going to retreat. They're gonna leave the map. There is nobody really there to stop them. So they are just gonna go. As you hear the gunfire like calming down outside, that is them retreated near Cecil, AJ, and down the street near Des. There are no more enemies in the immediate vicinity.
Nice. I thought this
that
left.
is Des left down the street, yeah. He is off the map, but still fighting these guys.
Somewhere.
Cecil, can you see it? Not quite. AJ, you are not too certain, but through this window here that I am pinging now, you spot some movement further down the hallway. And that is that. Cecil, it is your turn.
I did hear gunshots there before. So
Yes.
I'm just gonna... Is the window like broken here?
One of the windows definitely got broken. I don't remember which one last time.
Can I just go through this? If you can...
Yeah. Whoop.
Holy fuck, is it just me or is there a lot of smoke in here?
It's becoming foggy.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, there's like two like in cover by the wall. They're like very hastily communicating into like a little radio on their shoulder. You overhear like snippets of like being overrun, we're losing, what do we do? Do we retreat? Fall back? Requesting orders, over. 26, that definitely hits. 11 damage. Is this non-lethal?
We already captured one outside. There's no point in making it
No, we didn't.
non-lethal. There's one outside in the net.
What?
Net
Yeah.
in the net launcher outside.
Net
This
launcher.
used the net. Yeah, this used the net launcher to capture one.
Oh, your side? Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see him.
Just
Yeah, so
double
this is
checking, but
lethal.
you are killing this guy? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Oh shit, they're here, they're right on us. Ow!
There's no backup.
They're in the walls!
Name that movie, Excluded.
I don't know it.
I knew it.
Okay, yeah, so
It's aliens.
you run down this hallway, you in this like cross section, you notice two of them like with their walls against the wall, like checking their weapons, calling into
Their
the radio.
walls against the wall?
Their back against the wall. You
Oh.
you run in, you stop in between both of them, you look left, you look right, you see like these two guys, they look back at you in like a panic. You react in like a split second, in 6 seconds to be precise, and you manage to cut both of these down. What does this look like?
The guy on my right, I just stabbed him like through the mouth when he was talking.
Sentry
Oh,
fuck!
And the other, I just keep poking him in like the chest.
just imagine you like really shallowly poking them. Just
Gotta make it slow.
Yeah, I mean, you have a
Jesus.
poking
I've
sword.
been hanging
so,
around
yeah.
desk too much. Fucking hell. Are you supposed to be a nice
fuck.
magic boy?
I'm not nice to people like them.
And that's...
What does that mean?
People just
like
walk
them.
up
What do you
to a
mean
fire
those
station.
people?
People that walk up to a fire station, start fire and murdering people.
And with that, combat is done, and the soldiers, the branded cross soldiers, start like cleaning up the bodies, gathering all the weapons and stuff together. Charlene and Smith are like yelling out orders, organizing everything, as the firefighters that were still here in the fire station are still trying to control the fires that got started by the attackers in this place. So we'll exit out of combat. You are free to move and do as you please. And with this encounter over, what is everyone's plan now?
Oh shit, there's a zombie.
So is the fire getting under control, or is it still fucked because they rolled pretty bad?
The firefighters are like trying to get the fire under control.
Assist them, I guess.
So is your new friend. Doctor.
Oh, you were talking to me.
I'm right next to you.
Oh shit. Yeah, if it's resurrected, that's just one of the fallen soldiers. Figured he could be a decent ally.
I mean, undead. How decent can he be?
Let me check his hit points. Chris, how many hit points does he have? I can't access the sheet.
Well, you don't know the exact details of the zombies that you are creating, but more than 20.
I'd say he's better than the average fighter from the street.
Okay.
Not as strong as he was when he was alive. You should know this. Have you never seen a necromancy spell before? I've had to fight off quite a few necromancers in my time. Picked up a
don't
thing or two
usually-
from a Necronomicon.
They don't usually practice it. I mean, I already have enough people that would probably kill me if they realized I would be using that. It's getting darker again.
Yeah. It's getting nighttime.
Well, I try to bring the dead back to life in any way I can. That's my medical decree.
We should probably start helping with these guys out. Christoph,
This
grab
guy
a,
had the
like,
pestilence, you see.
Did you... So you're gonna assist the firefighters with extinguishing the fire?
Yeah.
And anyway, I can.
Okay.
Chris,
If
I'm
my
grabbing
control
these-
water spell will help, or if it's just rather plugging it into a fucking fire hydrant or something. Anything.
Okay. AJ, are you assisting your fellow firefighters as well?
D.
Okay, cool.
I'll
And
tell her-
this... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'll tell the elf to grab that person. Make sure you don't run away.
Oh, the one in the nuts? Okay.
And to get away from the fire because you're made of fucking leaf or whatever.
Yeah, it's rated. Yeah, Sylph will guard the one in the net. Okay, I'll make sure that he doesn't go anywhere. And Des, you are out and about. You've moved away from the fire station. I believe everybody got handed like a little short-range radio for communication. So you would definitely overhear like, fire station is under control. We've beaten them back. They're retreating. They're moving through the streets away from the fire station. You are still out there just looking for more of these attackers to deal with. Is there
Yep.
anything specific other than that you would like to do?
Nope, just more marks, more stuff I can get, more fame,
Okay.
more.
Do me
reason.
another perception while you're out there. An 8. You explore the city. The city is in chaos, but not as bad as you would think. There's not like fighting happening everywhere in the city. A lot of the local gangs have set up like their own protective areas, but they seem to be not involved in the fighting at all. They were not fighting with or against these attackers. And as you like explore the city, just like taking everything in, making sure where the action is happening, you turn the corner, and right in front of you, on the street corner, is another one of these like unmarked vans, like the one you guys chased down during your patrol, where some of these hooded people that you recognize as wearing the same kind of like uniform as the ones that attacked the fire station are currently like piling into the back of the van. You see some of them are clearly like wounded, they're like holding their arms, like walking with a limp. They seem to be like loading up into this van to go somewhere. What do you do?
Wounded, you say? So not able to defend themselves as well, you say?
Perhaps that is what I'm saying.
Perhaps that is what you're saying.
Perhaps it's a trap.
Probably.
Yeah, and because your perception was an 8, you rolled pretty low. You saw these guys like, you pretty much walked around the corner and just stared directly at you. Stared directly at them rather, but they're like real close. You're pretty much like you turn the corner and you almost bumped into them. That's how close you are. So they definitely know that you're there. You know that they are there. They're kind of just like an awkward second of like looking at each other. You definitely see them like communicating amongst each other. It's like, is that one of the guys that showed up at the fire station? I think I recognize his hood.
Oh, well, in that case, I won't waste any time and get right to it.
What are you doing?
Kissing.
No.
Jump in and start kissing. Oh my god.
Take that!
Do you... Oh, elemental weapon. A
I'm gonna give my
non-magical
scythe a
weapon.
bit more kick to it.
Ooh. Choose one of the following damage types. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. So what element do you imbue your weapon with?
Fire. I want to watch them burn.
You very much do the like Dark Soul animations of like where you rub over the blade as it like slowly ignites. These guys, they like see you do that and they just start like in full panic, like jumping into the back of the van, like slapping on the back of the seat. Go, 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 go! One of them is here.
I'm just gonna go for them, and possibly the tires if I can reach them.
Okay. Yeah, you're real close. So do you just jump in the back of the van with them and start like slashing?
Pretty much. Ah, wait, that's the bonus 1d2.
Yeah, that's
that
just
you
the
get.
extra damage. Yeah, roll me. What does your melee weapon use as its bonus to the roll?
Fire? Or what are you thinking about?
No, I mean like what characteristic attribute it rolls off of, strength, dex.
Excuse me. Jeez.
For scythe will be strength.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's funny. I meant to mute myself for that burp, but I unmuted myself for it. That's funny.
You hear a burp in the distance. Yeah, roll me. Do like slash R 4d20. Roll me 4d20s at once.
19, 1, 20, and 6?
Okay.
Got a mix of everything.
19, 1, 20, and 6. And nat 20 in there. So yeah, you jump into the van. You ignite your blade into this fire blade. You start slashing away. These guys are immediately panicking. You cut one guy down effortlessly as another guy like ducks back into the van, trying to like reach towards his weapon. You turn around, you slice him as well, like straight through the gun, through the guy. He is done for. You've taken out 2 of them. You turn around to take 2 more swings at 2 of these other guys, but those you miss as the driver of the van just floors it, and the sudden movement of the van makes you shake backwards a bit, which makes you miss your attack. You are now in the back of a van that is moving. The doors are open, so you can easily fall and or jump out of the back of the van. And in front of you are 2 guys with you still in the van and the driver in the driver's seat. And it's one of those vans where like there's no like plate or anything between the driver and the back area, so you can easily get to the driver as well if you so choose.
Suppose I could roll like dex in order to see if I can stay planted since they're trying to shake me, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Do me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, 1. I'm out.
Yeah, the driver floors it. You lose your footing and you fall backwards out of this moving van. Since it just started going, you take 6 bludgeoning damage as you smack onto the road. The van just blasts off full speed down the road. These 2 guys like just in a panic like pull the doors closed as the van disappears. And we'll go back to the others. AJ, Dr. Lucien and Cecil, you are helping the firefighters extinguish the fire. Are you using any magical abilities to extinguish the fire, or are you just straight up using the firefighting equipment that they have available here? Because you are in a fire station, so there is plenty of stuff here to fight fire with.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to use some of this equipment.
Yeah, just use the equipment.
Yeah, they have like fire extinguishers. You get like the hoses out from the fire trucks and stuff.
I'll use mage hand. That's about it.
Yeah, okay, cool. All 3 of you roll me dexterity or intelligence, your choice, or even strength if you're like using more of your like muscle to solve this.
Yeah, I'll be stunned for like a minute because haste would have ended.
Oh yeah, your haste like wears off.
Am I in this yet?
Yeah.
Like where I am?
You haven't put out the fire yet.
Would I have an advantage since I'm a firefighter?
I think that's fair. It's all firefighter equipment.
Yeah, sure. You can roll like an advantage.
Oh,
That's
I just
thanks to them, because I was absolutely gonna say no.
Okay.
Yeah, your ability and saving check is the same for you, so that's okay. 19. Yeah, +4. Okay, together with the help of the firefighters, Cecil and Dr. Lucien, you are getting the fire inside of the hangar under control. The fire truck that is on fire. You are trying your best, both of you, to help the firefighters take care of the fighter. But Dr. Lucien, it's very clear that you don't really know what you're doing with this equipment.
No.
You're kind of like bumbling around with the like fire extinguishers and stuff like that. And while the fighter,
I shoot a big load into my own face.
yeah, like just foam goes everywhere.
Oh my.
Cecil, after like taking a little bit of a break of your haste wearing out, you take a breather, you grab a fire extinguisher, and you just like start like extinguishing some of the fire. You can tell that the firefighters that are helping you, they kind of look over like, oh, this guy kind of knows what he's doing. They are somewhat impressed. And with the two
In
of
like
you,
my mind, I'll be like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
yeah. And with the 2 of you and the firefighters together, you successfully extinguish the fire on the fire truck. And
Nice.
outside in the parking lot, AJ, you and 2 other firefighters are trying to get this like car fire under control. You know, being a firefighter, that a vehicle that has caught on fire can be quite dangerous. There's a lot of oil, fuel, electronics, and all kind of other stuff in there. So you want to get this under control as quickly as you can. With your 19,
Okay.
together with
I have
these
a
2
question.
firefighters. Yeah?
Is it an EV?
What, like an electric vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. In 2050,
Then it'd be a waste of
probably.
time. But,
Because the batteries just burn forever.
yeah, the firefighters, you're not meant to put out because it's just going to relight itself. You're just meant to move it into like a safe spot and then just wait till it burns out.
Okay, yeah. Using your real-life firefighting knowledge, you pretty much assist these firefighters in moving this burning vehicle out of the way. There is a training area to this fire station where they train on extinguishing like wooden pallets and like training vehicles and stuff like that. So they'll move it over there. This car is part of the map, so I can't just move it. But instead of extinguishing the fire, you just kind of move it away where it is no longer an immediate threat together with the other firefighters with your 19 in dexterity. And that, for now, is all the fire successfully dealt with. And I am just turning the smoke off. Smoke off.
Smoke. I smoke.
Uh, There we go. That should be no longer a smoky map, but still raining. The branded cross soldiers, meanwhile, are like cleaning up all the dead bodies of the friendly soldiers that have fallen, and the enemy, the attacker forces. If any of you, out of roleplay, if any of you have played XCOM, the token for the attackers is from XCOM. That's where I got the picture from. They are the like infiltrators, skirmishes that you can ally yourself with.
Okay.
But they are the bad guys in this. Not related. I just thought it worked.
I tried installing that recently, but some people didn't have arms. So I don't think it installed right.
Probably played with some mods or something.
No, but I'm going to try and see if I can fix it with some mods or reinstall or something.
Okay, but yeah, the attack is officially over. Des is out there somewhere in the street. You guys have no real idea where he went. You have helped the branded cross with and the firefighters with dealing with the fire. Are you gonna stay here to help with the cleanup of all these bodies and stuff like that? Are you gonna go towards Charlene to like do a little debrief, inform what has happened? Are you also leaving the area?
Yeah, we should probably grab that guy and interrogate him.
Yeah, we gotta get that guy. Find a room that's not burnt and drag him into it.
That
Do you want
seems
to move
fair.
assault this?
Ironically, this place was not insured for fire damage.
I mean, who would start a fire in a firefighting station?
What a masochist.
Are you joining them as well, AJ?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna go and grab Agent Smith and Charlene as well. She will want to be involved with this to some extent. Okay.
Let's just make this easy, shall we?
What do you have in mind?
I shall cast this a spell from my god. He should not be able to lie now.
Huh.
Yeah, you just need to force the answers out of him still.
Yeah. A little bit of pain does that, though.
Do you guys see Charlene in this room with you guys?
No.
Oh, interesting. Why did that happen?
Which one is Charlene supposed to be?
The woman.
Our handler.
Yeah, but what's she look like? What's her token
The
look
blonde one.
like?
With the titties and the glasses.
Okay, yeah, didn't see her either.
Yeah, there we go. You can see her now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is this casting circle? Zone of Truth, I see. Okay, so you all, the battle is ending. You've helped take care of the fire. Des is out there somewhere. You grab the captured attacker that is stuck in the net of the net gun. Sylve drags him to this little resting area where you sit him down. You all join around. Charlene and Agent Smith join in. It's like, oh, looks like you managed to capture one of them alive. Very good. Do you know any interrogation techniques, or do you want me to do this? Says Agent Smith.
Interrogation technique, we should just stab him, right?
Yes, I mean, we cast this spell, and then we usually just do something like this, and then I just kick. Assuming it's a man, and kick him in the nuts.
Okay. What are you doing with your zombie? He's still like about somewhere, right?
Keep him by the door. Just keep him by
Okay.
the door.
Maybe
I
we
can't
can
move
use the
his
zombie to
token,
scare him.
otherwise I'd bring him with me. If you give me access to him, I'll move him around.
Maybe use the zombie to scare him.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, well, I'm assuming he wasn't awake there, so we'll kick him in the nuts to wake him up and say, and then I'll scare him with the zombie saying, this is what you're going to become, bitch.
Yeah. You kick him in the nuts and he shoots awake, speaks a bit muffled through his mask. What's happening? Where is everybody? He looks around, takes in the room, and he just like a very low like, oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
Indeed, boy. Now, unless you want to end up like your friend here, I suggest you answer this boy's questions.
Well,
Which
the
ones?
answer to that.
Who's gonna ask the questions?
Look at it, Cecil.
What was this response to this?
Nice hat.
Thank you. Compliments are not gay out of this.
Oh, damn.
I rip his mask off.
Yeah, it's just like just a normal guy underneath the mask. You do see some vague, well, not vague. They are actually like quite obvious features that are not 100% what a normal human would have. He has like elf-like ears, but a bit more ribbed along one side along like the underside of the ears, and like marks on his face that go like down the neck. That seems to be like part of his body.
Okay, what are you, like an elf, a drow, a half elf? Let's just start inspecting them.
Something like that. I'm just, the event happened and changes happened. This is just who I am.
And why were you attacking us?
Orders from higher up.
Higher up of who?
Well, it's not like they tell us foot soldiers everything.
I'm gonna punch him.
He's under. Well, I have to make
Is it
his
the sort of
saving.
trees
You
not
can be
lying?
evasive. You can be evasive.
Yeah.
Chris. Yeah.
Fails. You punch him. Do you punch him hard, just like a little slap, like a shove? Like what? What does this look like?
So I punch him in the head, shoulder, knees, toes.
Stomach. I'm gonna punch him
Oh,
hard
yeah.
in the stomach.
You like gut check him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him.
Yeah, you like
Not.
punch him straight in the stomach. He like folds over, starts like coughing, and like a bit of like drool shoots out. No, I didn't realize you're an expert in tickling.
Ooh.
Okay, that just pissed me off. I'm activating the spell.
Whoa.
It's not gonna kill him. I'm gonna try and intimidate him. I'm
Okay.
gonna activate
You
fog.
just making us all blind.
Yeah. I'm gonna activate fog and pick him up and say, "You better talk right now, or else I will fucking cut your balls off."
Okay, sure. Roll me an intimidation, as he cannot see you anymore in the fog.
I expect him to see like a little bit of my light from the lightning thing.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Ooh, a
He can't see
9.
you.
It's like, oh, I've seen.
Scary.
I've seen stranger magic than this. Making just some fog appear is nothing. But look, yeah, he's under the effect of Sword of Truth. He failed his charisma saving throw, so
Lie. Unwillingly lie.
on a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on a saving throw. So, Dr. Lucien, you know that he failed on a saving throw and that he cannot deliberately lie while in the radius of the spell for 10 minutes. So he'll look up at you and it's like, look, we just got promised a lifetime supply of that good shit that they deal on the streets.
You
As
can just
long
say
as-
pixie dust, man. You already caught.
The pixie dust. Oh yes. As long as we keep doing our jobs here and there. Up until now, it's been like following people, observing houses, locations, noting down who enters and leaves certain places, stuff like that. Nothing too out of the ordinary. But all of a sudden today, everyone that is involved with this order, I suppose you could say, has been given the word through various means on the street that we were to hunt down and attack anyone associated with the branded cross. All our digital devices got updated with locations and names of many people on the island, and that's what we've just been up to today. And after a while, we got told to come here and attack the fire station.
And who exactly do you report to? Who is
Who do
your
you,
boss?
get in contact with to get the tasks?
We don't really ever meet the higher ups. We get told through our dealers or get notified on our devices, but we never get any names. It's always a different location where we're meeting.
Do you
Did
know
you
who
move
your
the
dealer
fog?
is?
Yeah,
My
I lifted the
dealer?
phone.
Yes.
Yeah, I get my stuff from this location, and he says like a street name, address, street name, number in Hawaii.
Is that a street around here? I look at the residents from this area in the firefighters.
Yeah.
Think
I guess
so.
I'll just search his pocket for his device, his phone.
That's a great idea. Take his phone.
Yeah, and you search his belongings. He cannot really resist. He is tied up. You find this like device that looks like a phone, but it looks very like almost like science fiction. Like it is a very like high technologic device, like something you would see in like cyberpunk almost. Like just a lot of like different screens, bits and bobs, like cables running around this thing. Like it's completely encrypted. You won't be able to do anything on it.
I'll see about that. I'll hand it to Charlene and Agent Smith. They might be able to do something with it.
Yes. This is a strange device indeed. Not your ordinary smartphone, that's for sure, says Charlene.
I'm going to pull up my phone and take a picture of this guy and say, well, you have been very cooperative. I believe, and I wink to Cecil, we should let this fellow go on his way.
Sure. This is the one suspicious thing we're ever gonna do, Jack. Doctor.
Now I do want to point out that the Zone of Truth is for everyone within the zone, except for the
Yeah,
caster.
Right, we have to all make a roll.
Oh, yeah.
So Cecil, you might not be able to lie.
Yeah, I'm not. But I mean, hey, I want him to go, maybe. Chris.
Yeah, but you can still be evasive.
Yeah.
Like I said, I believe we should let him go. You can just say, you do.
Yeah, I do. I mean, This isn't a lie. I do want him to leave so we can track him down. I just say I do.
Yeah.
I don't have to specify
Good.
anything.
Oh, there you
Give me a
go.
charisma saving throw as well, AJ.
Okay. I'm about to say I haven't really said anything, but
Just a game.
This is to see if he can.
Yeah.
uh,
16.
Can
It's against a 17, so yeah, that fails as well. So yeah, nobody in this zone can lie except for the caster, I guess.
Nice.
Doesn't also the caster get included in this?
Maybe.
I thought not, but perhaps.
I don't think it specifies
Maybe
anyone
not.
but the caster.
You create a magic zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell for the first time or on a turn or starts a turn must make a charisma saving throw. Yeah, so I guess everybody that's in it. 17, he succeeds. Okay, so the what were you doing?
I'm the only one that knows who can lie, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, let's let him go.
you ever
and
fuck this guy's wife?
You're not here.
I know. I'm on your shoulder.
Let him go. I mean, sure. I don't have a prism to put it in. You want to let him go? I can't do anything
We've
about
got a
that.
picture of his face. If it causes any more trouble, we'll know. On you go, fellow. Fuck off.
Do you untie him?
This Charlene and Agent Smith just let this happen.
Lex walks past. It's like, you sure you want to let him go?
I touch my nose, like I tap my nose knowingly, like, trust me.
Okay. Yeah, they'll let him walk.
Here's the plan, guys. We'll let him go. And I'm going to do Lucien creature.
I can have my familiar follow him as well.
Ooh, okay. He walks out, he leaves the building. You do locate creature as long as you are within 1,000 feet. You know if the creature is moving, the direction of the movement.
For an hour.
Okay, cool. You have to specify who it is, so I guess you specify it's this quote-unquote human guy. Okay, cool.
No, there's an up close within 30 feet. And I took a picture of him just to be safe.
Okay, so for the next hour, you know where this guy is going. You got given an address that is, as AJ said, it's not too far from where you currently are in the city.
Now, let's check this out, and then I'm going to constantly be using the spell to like check where this guy's actually going. If he's heading towards where we're going, if he's going to a different location, if he suddenly just disappears because someone murders him. Like a scythe-wielding maniac that prowls the streets. I do feel like that he's going to slowly become like an urban legend of Hawaii.
Yes. Okay, cool. Let's go to our overworld map.
Have you heard of the serial scyther?
Activate. The serial scyther. That doesn't sound too good.
I've been hit with a scythe. I can't imagine what feels so good either. That's supposed to be for crops, bro.
Okay. So, party. Let's move this. The fire station is around here somewhere in this area of the city.
Right.
The party token represents where you guys are. It is getting late, it is getting dark, and it is still raining out.
We ain't scared of no dark. Let us go to the location and see if we can't find this handler.
what we're doing it because my car
I
might be
ain't
wet.
scared of no ghost.
Yeah, you slammed your car into like...
We'll grab one of their cars.
Whose cars?
The fucking, I can't remember the organization.
Random cross.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they go with it, or
Do they
just
have any
get
fast
taxi.
cars? Oh, we
Uh,
could get a taxi.
in this location, they don't really have any fast cars, no.
Also, was
Let's
your
do a
car
taxi.
like wrecked?
Whoa, I hit the back of the car.
Yeah,
I
it's
might be
still
able to
usable.
drive it.
Yeah, if
I've
it's
got-
still usable, like you want it to get back to your home or to a mechanic, right? Like you don't just want to leave it here.
I call
Leave
it
it at the fire station.
Yeah, it's especially since it's in the middle of the road, isn't it? Blocking like the garage for the fire station.
I'm sure they'll move it and clean up.
Yeah, they can
Yeah.
move it and get a tow truck to come and pick it up.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have to for the rest of the vehicles too. No one was on fucking fire.
Just putting some lights down, because this being, it is still a big city, so it's not like
it's got
pitch
lights.
black at night. There are like street lights and stuff. But yeah, you can. Do you check out as you leave the fire station? Do you have a look at your car, AJ, to see to assess the
Yeah.
damage, see what state it is in? Okay, do me a intelligence roll as you look over the car.
Ooh. Damn. I'm not good at intelligence. I would love it to be a wisdom, but normal. Oh, that's actually better than what I was expecting to get. A 15.
A 15? Yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, you look over the car and it is smashed up. You definitely like hit the curb and the light pretty hard, but the engine and everything and the inside of the car still seems to be working. It is banged up. It is dented. Some of the glass is like cracked, but not smashed. But it's definitely still drivable.
Okay, fuck it. We're driving that. If people want to drive in that or to get a taxi.
Yeah, rather that. I mean, you don't know who you can trust now, do you?
Yes, sir.
So I'll use the radio to figure out where this is.
Okay, yeah. You just
He's still reachable.
yeah. You attempt to reach Des over the radio. Are you reachable, Des? Can they get a hold of you?
Depends how far I went while looking for marks, which would be up to you depending on how many were still around the fire station, really.
I'll say you're definitely still in the city. You're still within a radio contact range.
Alright.
Branded cross to this. Branded cross to this. Is anyone on the phone?
Who is this?
I can definitely clearly hear it's me. Saying this out of character. It's definitely Cecil. Wow, man, where are you? You just disappeared from the fire station.
Still hunting more of these. I don't know. I don't even know who they belong to. I just know they were causing trouble, so that's a green card to kill them.
Yeah, remember that guy you used a net launcher on?
What about him?
We interrogated, then let him go. Jackie's using a spell to keep track on him, so we're just gonna chase him down, figure out if he leads us to more people. Where are you right now?
All right. Maybe I'll meet up with you if my death trail takes me there. Ah!
Jesus. I think he got into like a crash or something. I'm assuming he got off as soon as he screamed, right?
Is that a safe assumption? Did you end the call as you screamed?
I'm also ended the call because I spotted another target and went for it.
Okay, nice. The radio just
Yeah.
cuts off.
Yeah, I'll just turn to. I think he either got into a crash, he got hit by a car,
Like a
or
seagull when
stabbed.
someone drops a chip.
Yeah, he definitely got hit by a car.
You see, you guys seem to be cursed with vehicles manslaughter.
Hey, don't look at me, I'm not the one behind the wheel.
Something not quite right with that boy.
I mean, yeah, he's murderous, definitely. Murderous. I mean, you should have seen him. I mean, he got
acceptable to you?
no. I mean, you should have seen like he got someone killed by knitting him when he was being attacked by a creature, and then when I brought that up to him, he's like, "Oh, you know, shit happens."
So, why not just kill him?
No, really, no, he helps the brand across. Also, Jackie probably would have been up for it. And, you know, like 2 against 1.
I'm
winning.
not Jackie.
Yeah, I know. But,
If
you know,
someone's
back
going
then,
around murdering innocent people,
Who said they're innocent?
no one. I don't know you guys. I'm just saying. That's my point.
I mean, Destructor, that guy you killed, the rich boy, the son. I mean, he was innocent.
Potato, potato.
I mean, I did, put it in the report in the Bride Cross that he murdered an innocent person. I mean, if the law is not going to do anything about it, I'm sure
Maybe you
I mean,
should. Magic
yeah, I mean,
boy.
I'm thinking that, but then I would have to like face the Brand Cross one night.
You mean the criminal organization doing crime throughout your city? I
Of
would
course.
suggest that you probably should. I'm sort of confused why some fine gentlemen as yourselves are working with him in the first place. I assume it has something to do with the fact that he has a giant glowing orb in his chest just against your will, just tap the thing in your chest, AJ.
I mean, Brand Cross is, criminal organization. I mean, I'm not really.
You said they had a black market. That's crime, my friend.
We don't know if it was them.
But that's what you told me.
They have control of the magic items that the people sell. I'm not sure if they sell to them or the people just steal it from them.
But if they have to keep it a secret, does that imply illegality?
Everybody should be able to buy magic items. I don't see a problem with that.
What
Well, that
about if
doesn't
it,
mean
like,
it's not illegal.
what about
I
if
mean,
it's
I have no
alien
problem with
stuff?
it. I have plenty of magic items myself.
What are you saying, AJ?
What about if it was alien stuff? You don't want the alien stuff all over the flipping city.
Alien stuff? I mean,
Aliens?
what's wrong with that?
Yeah, well, I've known a few aliens. Fucked a few. They're not too bad.
Yeah, why are you so racist against aliens, huh?
I'm not racist against it. It just like, you don't want to flipping build ending weapons on a fucking shit.
I'm just saying, we make a wall.
Yeah, but to answer your question, Jackie, well, it's not about like I should kill someone if it's illegal. No, I feel like I'm like mostly against people if I think what they're
I'm
doing
going
is
to
bad
have
or
to
not.
start slapping you every time you call me Jackie.
I'm sorry, because it just gets confusing. You look exactly like him, but younger.
That is strange.
Well, I cannot help how I look. I mean, he was a part of my soul.
So yeah. Anyway, back to Lucien. It's more like if I agree with what they're doing. I'm not against the brand cross because I don't see a problem with them selling, magic items. I mean, I do have a problem with death killing and innocent people.
So
for
why do you continue to hang around with it?
hang around with death?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, well, first we're kind of in a team in the brand cross.
Why?
Why we got into the brand cross, or why we're together as the brand with the brand cross?
Both. I feel like this is stuff I'm going to need to know if I'm going to continue to associate with this organization.
Well, technically AJ is the only one in the brand cross because he died, then they revived him somehow. Probably cleric magic or something. So he owes his life to them.
It doesn't have anything to do with that giant glowing thing in his chest?
No,
He just always had that.
What?
that's a long story.
Yeah,
I
never
have
asked about
time.
that.
Yeah, you're driving and talking.
Yeah, but to answer your second question of why we're all
I
together.
assume so. Not standing around.
Yeah. Are you going towards
assuming
the
I'm sitting in the
address
front.
or following the guy with your locate creature while you are talking?
I'm keeping an eye on him with the locate creature, but we're going to the address of the handler.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's like a 15-minute drive from where you are to the address that you got given from the guy.
That guy goes out of the 1,000 feet radius. Risk, let me know, and then I'll stop and go back.
Okay, perfect.
That's my plan. And then just
So, yeah.
keep talking to the guys about what the fuck their association with the Brand of Class is and why they're hanging around with a mass murderer.
You're driving through the city. The rain comes to a stop. I've shared like a picture just from Google what Honolulu looks like at night. It is quite a pretty sight. It's all like well lit up. It's a very like, you know, Hawaii is a very touristy place. There is a lot to do. Even though there was a lot of chaos in the city, there's a surprisingly amount of people out and about, like seemingly already over the fact that everything just kind of went down, not even like a few hours ago. There's police out and about patrolling. You see some sirens in the distance here and there, but nothing too out of the ordinary. You spotted this skulking through the streets in nighttime, just slaughtering people that look like they have anything to do with this organization.
Jesus.
I go to one of my own.
They're taking them out now, finally.
Thus you turn around, you see the headlights of a car coming straight towards you.
And you slowly wake up in another world.
Darn. I got isekai'd.
Turret level 1.
You wake up in Faerun.
Fuck!
Your name is Dingus Donkus.
No! No! No!
You wake up in the yawning portal.
Matt Mercer is there.
But yeah, no, you do legit see Destructore skulking through the streets, doing what he's doing as you're driving towards this address. Do you stop to like see what's going on with this? Do you just kind of keep going?
Maybe we should follow him and see what he does.
Maybe we should just let him get inside the car to stop whatever he's gonna do.
Yeah.
You're doing best.
I'll say this, since you've been like out and about this whole time, like fighting these people, I'm going to ask and not just assume. Have you been like trying to learn anything from the people that you've been fighting, or have you just been like cutting them down and moving on? No questions asked.
Cut them down, move along, no questions asked.
Okay. So yeah, you have no idea where these guys are coming from, where they're operating from, but for some reason you keep bumping into like groups of them, and you're cutting them down easily. These are definitely not like trained professional soldiers or anything. Yeah, they're definitely just grunts.
It's a real shame about that festival where everybody's wearing clothes.
And yeah, you spot. You have like a bit of a break. You can't find any of these groups of people for a little bit, and you spot a familiar car in the distance. You see the wrecked, well, not wrecked, but like busted up car of AJ approaching in the distance, like slowly driving down the street.
What happened to your friggin' car?
You know what happened?
Go with that.
You was in it.
Didn't see the damage. I just jumped.
Okay.
Well, then you know what happened then.
Get the fuck in.
Yeah, get in. We're gonna go to one of the dealers.
We gotta go
Interrogate
take
him.
care of one of the
Alright.
handlers. We got some information about where the gang might be. And wipe your shoes, you're covered in blood and guts.
Blood, maybe. Guts. I have some dignity, Doctor. This is just seaweed.
Doctor.
Right. And you just made sure that they were part of the syndicate, right? You didn't just murder anyone in down.
No, I just murdered any that were part of the syndicate. Well, part of the syndicate, yeah.
How do you know they were part of the syndicate?
They're all wearing the same uniform.
It's like all of us start turning to this.
Yeah, pretty much all of them. I mean, they were all wearing these little masks.
What? Can you describe the uniform?
I hold up one of the masks with the night vision goggles, and then the head falls out of the helmet. Oop, forgot to get rid of that.
Just
Why
the
I'm
long
driving.
silence was so funny.
Can I cast a spell?
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of spell would you cast?
Cure wounds.
Do you have anything else to heal on you other than using like spell slots and stuff, or is Cure Wounds a cantrip?
Cure wounds is a spell slot. I don't have anything. I have key points, but I have one key point.
I mean,
Okay.
okay. Short rest,
Let me
right?
touch you. Let me
Yeah.
touch you.
Gotta be honest, Dr. Lucien. I don't think we're safe right here in this car with this.
Probably not.
Why? What
How many
makes you
points
think
do you need?
Now you're asking.
You need like 31 hit points.
21, I think you mean.
No, 31.
Or, no, 31, yeah, you're right.
Lay on hands. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so, there, you're healed now.
Okay.
Stop whining. You're healed.
I just touch you, my eyes roll back into my head for a moment, and then all your wounds are gone. Simple.
Easy.
Okay.
How the hell does someone like you have the power of divinity?
The fuck is divinity?
Eyes narrow suspiciously like fries.
I think he gets most of his power from devotion of killing people.
I've never heard of that one before. But alright.
I think they're called Paladins. You know, you devote yourself to something so hard that, you know, you get powers.
That reminds
Think he
me,
did
like, what
The only one that gives powers around here is Jesus.
paladin are
Jesus
you?
is a kind of power.
What oath
Oh, yes.
paladin are you?
Well, duh, of course
Vengeance.
I gotta be vengeance if I'm doing all
Okay,
this
yeah,
shit.
that makes sense.
Even I know that. It's clearly vengeance, Otherwise, he'd have broke his oath by now.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, because I have not been keeping track of that at all. I was like, wait a minute, he better be vengeance.
I mean, what do these people do to deserve vengeance?
Vengeance.
Drugs, criminal activity, I suppose.
My backstory as a whole, I got wronged by pretty much anyone that I trusted growing up, so anyone who I don't trust that tries to screw me over in any way, and anyone who I do trust that tries to screw me over in any way needs to die.
Are you telling us this?
Oh yeah, are you telling us this, or is it just out of game?
He just
Oh
starts
no, I'm not
reading
telling
out
you
his
this IRL, I'm
backstory.
telling you out of game. I can't,
Okay.
I'm not going to read my backstory out to you.
I'm not
Okay,
telling you IRL, I'm telling you out of game.
Oh no, we're too thick. We're too much into the thick of
He's
it.
too deep into it. He's like this killer character.
But if
I
you
think
like
we need to
murder,
send some police run to Destructore's house.
but if you murdered like someone random, does that make you oath? Because you
No.
did murder that like guy in the club, and also
As
murdered
long as
the-
he believes that like it's for vengeance, then yeah. Did he
Yeah.
believe it was for vengeance?
Had to live on the streets, hate the rich or anyone fancy as well. Frankly, I was only working for that guy in the other realm because I planned to eventually betray him, but we abandoned the plot line and finished the story before I could fully betray him. So, yeah.
just deleted them out of existence. That's kind of murder.
Kinda.
Kinda,
Let's
yeah.
do-
Yeah, let's do this lead.
So yeah,
Guess it depends on how you look at it.
you have picked up this. You're all in the car now. You are trying to make your way towards the address that you got given from the guy you've interrogated, Dr. Lucien. You still sense that he is within 1,000 feet of you. You've not like he's not like walked out of your reach as of yet. AJ, as you follow the directions of Dr. Lucien towards this address, I imagine you're like following Google Maps or something to like get to this point.
Turn left, turn left, turn left, recalculating. Turn right,
Yeah.
turn right, turn right,
You
recalculating.
You follow the street, and it leads you to the edge of the city. You are no longer in the like touristy part of the city. You're like right on the edge, not too far from the caldera, the big like dormant volcano crater that you can see on the map of Hawaii.
This one? Or this?
The one
Some of the
not too
guys still
far.
in 1,000 feet would be
Yeah,
nice.
the one not too far from your house.
Okay.
You're like on the outskirts, not like in it, but on the outskirts of it, where the buildings kind of like end before the mountain starts. You see a rundown wooden shack tucked away a bit further from the city buildings. There's just a single street that leads toward it. It's surrounded by just grassy hills that slopes upwards towards this this crater of the volcano. As you approach the house, you see that the entire house is surrounded by a barbed wired metal fence with a gate.
Oh shit.
Shall we scout inside first, or just go in guns a-blazing?
Maybe we should scout out first.
Okay.
I can do either. I'm flexible.
I'll see you guys inside then.
Yeah, are we splitting up?
Okay.
No, I think he's splitting up again.
What is this doing?
Read the chat.
I guess he's teleporting in. You need to get up
Misty
close though
step.
when he like see you.
Briefly surrounded by silver mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that
I mean,
can
you
see.
said it's just the fence. You didn't say anything about guards on the outside.
Yeah, you see no immediate people like patrolling this area from where you see the fence. I'm just putting some lights down, and then I will load them up.
Is that my token, like, really far off screen trying to do a Misty Step that's, like, pulsating?
I guess it is. I don't know where. Your token is like way off the screen, so I can't even like go and grab him if there is a token there.
Hover above it all and try and move it with your WAS thing.
That is crazy. I didn't think you guys had tokens on that map.
I guess it's doing it so we have visibility, but, like, they're off the map
That's what the party
itself.
took for.
Yeah.
Maybe just it chose a random location to do the effect. Because it needs to play the effect somewhere.
Yeah. So you Misty Step out.
Well, past the fence was my main plan with that.
Past the fence, okay.
Because if it's a fence, I can definitely see through it and just, like, go through.
So it is like a square fenced off area with two buildings, two big buildings inside of the fenced off area, and then two smaller ones. And there's some porch lights and lights coming from the windows inside of the building. But it is nighttime. It is almost midnight. It took you a while to drive over here, so it is quite dark out. And you Misty Step through the fence. You find yourselves inside like a little garden. Somebody is like growing some produce here, but it is
Crack.
not. It just looks like plants and vegetables and stuff. No, like. You don't recognize it immediately as drugs, but it is, again, dark. Do you have a light source on you?
My phone.
Okay, cool.
That would be a shitty little phone light, but yeah.
Yeah. Does that still work, the toggleable light? Doesn't look like it. Damn it. It would have been too easy. Did I say in the description how much the phone light does? No, of course not. 60. Okay. Here we go. You have like a light source around you now. So you did you misty step out of the moving car?
Well, I would have missed a step when it came to a stop outside the fence because I don't imagine you guys are ramming this because it's a fence with barbed wire. It's just a bad idea if you're going to ram this.
Okay, yeah. So AJ, you start slowing down. You start approaching the fenced area. The car comes to a stop. You turn your headlights off?
Yeah.
Yeah, you turn your headlights off. You have like a look through the cracked windshield towards this place. You see 2 buildings, a couple of smaller buildings around it, completely surrounded by a metal barbed up fence. You see you don't see any direct movement. You don't hear any music or anything playing coming from the house. And as you are watching this place, like taking it all in, you see Des dematerializes into like a misty form and materializes on the other side of the fence. What is everybody else doing?
Is there like a visible like door that's locked in the fence, or is it all just fence?
It is
Like an
fenced up,
entrance?
but there is a gate, like a double metal gate that 2 cars can easily fit through.
Okay, if it's we can just
Where's
go there. If
that?
it's locked, I can lockpick it.
It is to your left, Des.
Because I imagine I would have ported in there is all because we're in front of the gate.
Yeah.
And then open the gate, baby.
And it depends. Is there a latch on the other side I can flip so it opens?
Yeah,
There
but we
is
shouldn't-
a padlock.
Yeah, let's just go down because if we like go up by car, they're gonna hear the car like coming in. Let's just go by feet and I'll quick lock it.
Come along, zombie.
So yeah, there's a padlock on the gate on the inside, Des. Are you gonna smash it, attempt to undo it, or anything
Smash
else?
it.
Yeah.
Stand back.
Your sight easily cuts through this padlock. Ching! It like clatters onto the floor.
Oh, not even a roll for it? I was ready to roll for that. All right, never mind.
Nope. You just cut through the metal like butter. You open up the gate. I'll put your tokens down. AJ? Cecil?
Oh.
And Dr. Lucien. Your tokens are on the map now. You should have vision.
And self.
Sorry, what was that?
And Sylph?
And Sylph, of course.
And the zombie.
So many people.
Got it. Stealth mode.
Sylph. Hopefully with the
Should I bring
updated
self
picture.
though? I mean,
Yeah.
Did you see that fucking psychic damage?
alright.
I'll leave the zombie in to protect the car to get the getaway vehicle, I guess.
Yeah. Did you leave the car running? Did you completely shut it down?
Yeah, I'll shut it down.
Okay, cool.
Chris,
Yes.
gotta puncture the tire of these cars.
Okay, yeah, you see like one car parked outside of the building. You just do you have any sharp objects on you, a knife or anything like that?
I got my sword. The
Oh, yeah,
champion's sword. I'll just stab through each tire with that. Make sure no one tries to make a quick getaway whenever we're inside.
You use the sharp tip of the blade. You just go through the tires one by one.
And I'll close this gate behind us so that we'll hear anybody coming in.
Can I do something?
Yes, please.
Actually, never mind.
Okay.
No? What do
Through
you
the
want?
window.
I don't know if it'll be worth it. I might end up killing myself.
The door
Okay.
doesn't lock this.
I guess I
I
just
shall check
expected it to
this
be locked.
adjacent building over here.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, Des, you try the window, and it's one of those that you can like slide it upwards, like in Project Zomboid, if you played that recently. So you easily slide it open.
He's spying on us.
It is not. It's not closed or anything at all. You slide it open, you climb through, and yeah, Cecil next to you like tries the door, and the door is just open. It is not locked.
Don't.
But he paused it for a reason.
You both.
Why did he pause it?
You both make your way into this room, and there are some ceiling lights. They are turned on, so that there is light inside of this building. You spot a map and a big knife on the table, and the walkie-talkie on the little coffee table next to the seats. Its display like lights up in this like green light as you hear like vague static coming through the walkie-talkie. Yeah, that's pretty much that. So you two are in that room. Where were you going, Dr. Lucien? You're gonna check out the nearby?
Yeah, I'm gonna check this building out here, and then maybe the one there.
Oh, before I move on, does anybody else also have a light on that I need to put on their token?
No, I mean, there's a light here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow that.
I'll have the cantrip light on me.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait outside without no lights. I'm gonna have my guns ready.
Waiting for anybody to come through. Good idea.
How much light does the cantrip light give you, does it say?
20 feet normal light and 20 feet dim light, I think.
Yeah. So 40 in total.
Okay. Perfect. Did you have a light, AJ?
No, I'm going to. Where I am, I'm gonna just stay
In the shed.
hidden. I'm gonna cover myself up as well.
Okay. Just do me a basic stealth roll.
A basic fucking. I have a +8.
You're apparently very stealthy.
Just don't mess with anything.
We have
Okay,
plus 4
16.
dex.
A 16?
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, you have plus 4 dex and you have proficiency in it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I have unpaused. So Des and Cecil, the radio like turned on and started like making staticky noises. There are lights on, but other than that, you don't hear any. You don't hear any movement. You don't hear anybody like walking around or talking in the house. And
Let's dash ahead and activate Griss's triggers.
Lucien, you are going towards this little building out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you make your way out there. It is not locked. It seems to be a sort of like tool shed. There is the light is already on, but there's a light switch is in there. The light is currently not on, but as you like open the door, you flip the switch and you just see a bunch of tools like gardening tools, hoes, knives, little axes, a ladder, like nothing too crazy, but definitely stuff that can be used in a violent way.
I'll just, move some things around, build the panels, make sure there's nothing, hidden in here. Any panels or murder weapons.
Do me an investigation roll as you investigate the room. And this, indeed, as you walk into this bedroom, you spot a whole bunch of different items. There are guns laying on little cupboards. There's a pistol, a rifle-looking thing. There are sleep bags. There are backpacks. There are torches, knives, ropes. It seems like whoever this bedroom belonged to was preparing for something.
I'm gonna unload all the guns and pop the ones in the chamber just so if we end up back here, they can't use them against us.
Like
Okay,
a zombie hideout almost.
This is gonna take you some time to like unload all the weapons, but the
Really?
pistol.
I only saw 2 guns. Are there more?
I have
No, just the 2 guns. But you're like doing all the guns and stuff. Cecil, what are you doing?
The radio, does it have like what frequency is set to?
Yeah. The radio is set to a frequency 38.9 hertz, I think, or megahertz, whatever radios use.
I'll just set my own radio to that. I'll see
Okay.
if anybody talks in that frequency.
The static continues, but nobody's speaking through it.
Yeah, and then I'll check them up.
Okay, yeah, it is a map of Oʻahu, the island of Hawaii that you are currently on, with a whole bunch of different marks on it. Crosses, circles, lines, distances measured, like all kinds of things.
Okay. I'll grab it and put it in my inventory.
Okay. And it seems like they took like a what would you call it? Like when you go to a city and you go to the they have like a little
Information
most of the time-
center.
yeah, like at stations and stuff. They've got like a little like tourist booth, an information center.
Yeah,
The marks and
yeah.
stuff on this map have been like it has been made on a like a map like for tourists, like a very like graphically designed map with like little images on of like all the touristy interesting like places that there are to see on the island.
All right. We're dealing with tourists, immigrants. Yeah, and then I'll just check out what this is doing after I take them up.
How are you at opening doors?
Doors? I mean, I usually I'm good with opening them and closing them. Why?
How about doors on the floor?
I mean, how hard can that be? This is Chris. I mean, is it locked even? Have you even tried it?
No, just wanted you to go first in case it's a trap.
What a good friend you are.
And yeah, Dr. Lucien, with your 13, you just find like ordinary stuff in there. Nothing that looks like too crazy to you with your 13.
Like, how am I supposed to answer that question?
I know, it's fine. It's just how can you open doors? Well, I know how to open them. I'm pretty good at opening and closing them, is what you said.
I mean, I've never had trouble opening and closing them. I said what I said is pretty accurate.
The map that you got like kind of looks like this, but with like scribbles drawn on it, and like somebody with like a marker like marked a bunch of stuff.
Alright.
Well, I'm not exactly the most subtle doctor in the world. I put a revolver to the lock wrist.
Okay.
And I pull the trigger.
Yeah.
With a pillow
You-
or to make noise?
You cannot miss this door. It is not moving, so you don't need to roll to see if you hit. But you pull your revolver against the door. You like pull the trigger. It is loud, like bang. This revolver gunshot goes off. All of you can hear this, and it like ricochets against like the metal of this big like chunky metal door. You've left like a mark on where you shot it, but your bullet just like bounced off and like flew off somewhere into the grass. It didn't do much to the door.
Disappointing. Are there any windows?
As you do like a little lap around this building, it seems to just be like a concrete block of a building, but at the back, at the other side of the building, there are some like air conditioner
Wait.
units.
Wait, did you say concrete?
Yes.
Well then I shall just go through the wall. And hang on.
I do have to head off now, guys.
Okay.
Alright.
Sorry, you guys were checking the hatch in the floor?
I mean, until
Yeah.
we heard a gunshot.
I'd still be
Yeah.
checking it.
We'll like go back a bit to before the gunshots. The both of you like Cecil, you walk into the room, you see that Des is like unloading some guns in here. You spot the hatch in the floor. It is pretty obvious that it's there. It's not like hidden or anything. You
That's
grab
a chest, right? Like that's
That
a
is-
chest at the foot of the bed.
that is a big old metal chest. Yes. You
Okay.
you grab the valve, Cecil, with both of your hands. You turn it.
Right, interesting.
It like squeaks open, does like a hiss, but it is definitely not locked.
Yeah, I mean, it's open.
Yeah, it opens up. You lift it open, and there is just a long shaft that goes deep down into the darkness. There are no lights down there, and a ladder that descends down into the dark.
Oh, well, there's a light on this desk, so pick it up. A flashlight, I'll pick it up, turn it on, and drop it.
You drop it. I thought you were just gonna shine it down the hatch. But yeah, you can turn it on and drop it down there. It clangs down the shaft all the way down to the bottom. It seems to be like 50-ish feet down below that the light hits the concrete floor down there and smashes. For a brief second, you see it like illuminate a hallway that splits.
Maybe it's some sort of emergency exit. Let's block it.
Emergency exit or just like an underground bunker?
You got any alcohol on you?
I mean, that was usually the job of Jackie, but you know.
I'm going to make a Molotov cocktail, throw it down there, set the place on fire, then close the exit.
Okay, we're just gonna burn the whole place down right now.
Oh, fuck getting evidence.
Oh, yeah, we
using
have
a
to do
Molotov.
stuff first.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that first.
I assume this is at the point where we hear the gunshot.
Yeah, bang, you hear the gunshot ring out. AJ, you hear this as well.
Well, I'm gonna get closer to the ground and get ready to
Guess I'll just follow Dr. Lucien for the rest of this. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Okay, good night.
Bye.
Thank you for playing. Hope you had fun.
Thanks, Chris. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'll say that Des is just gonna follow Cecil and Dr. Lucien around, like he said. Dr. Lucien, you are using stone shape, so you can merge into the wall or make a passage through a wall, as long as it is less than 5 feet thick. This wall is indeed less than 5 feet thick.
Then I shall do that. I shall make a passage for us and the lads.
Okay, cool. I'll just
I pull a
Let me
small
just
piece of soft clay.
open up. You make a passage through, and it opens up into this like concrete bunker on the inside, with cabinets filled with jars, plastic bottles, all kinds of like chemicals and different stuff like that. Definitely, well, not you, Lucien, but the others that aren't in this building yet, definitely stuff that you've seen before in the underground bunker that you were at, where they were creating the pixie dust.
Very strange chemicals.
Doctor?
Yes, I'm in here.
You're right. What do you
I
shoot?
tried to shoot the lock. It was reinforced steel.
What happened to that going in guns blazing?
I wasn't shooting people. I was shooting a lock.
Yeah, but doesn't that blow our cover?
Cover?
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I thought we were sneaking in.
There's no one here.
I mean, we don't know that. That's why, like,
You guys
when
just
we
walked
shot-
into the main cabin. Where else is... Oh.
Yeah, we found a same thing in the cabin.
Well, let's just go through it.
Sure, there isn't really anywhere to go. We can enter from here or from the cabin.
Does the
Okay.
hole in the wall stay there, or does it close eventually with your stone shape?
I think it just stays there. You create 6 more 5 feet so far. Yeah, there's no time limit.
Okay.
Unless I deliberately close it behind me. You could also shape the door or frame to seal the door shut. Yeah. Or you can create it to have 2 hinges, but fine material. Yeah, it isn't possible. Yeah, I could, but I haven't.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I assume there's stone above and below this door.
Yeah, and it's like a big, like round, like valve to like spin on a metal door. The door is a bit smaller than like a door would be. You kind of have to like hunch down into this little nook to reach the valve.
I try to cast stone shape, but it doesn't work. It seems my god is at rest.
Okay, I can try something.
I'm out of spell slot. It's a 5th level
Okay.
spell. I've only got 2 spell slots. I've used one already. And that was my last one.
Is it like locked, Chris? Was it like a padlock, or is it just a valve that's not moving?
It's
This is
another
lever,
one
right?
of those round like valves that you have to turn. You grab it, you twist it. It like fights back a little bit, like it's not the easiest thing to turn, but eventually like it like turns fully and opens up. It was not locked.
Yeah, it was not even locked.
I put my gun through the door. Make sure
is like-
nothing's about to jump it.
This metal hatch opens up in front of you, and it reveals a long, fully concrete floor, wall, ceiling crawl space. It is not big enough to stand up in. You have to crawl on hands and knees to like kind of get through it, and it just goes on for a while into darkness. There are no lights in there, and it is on a slight downwards slope.
Well, you're the human torchlight. You should go first.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting that title as well. I'll send in my familiar like ahead of Mckadow.
Okay. Does Squirrel have dark vision?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, cool. So dark vision only works as long as there's like a little bit of light. In pitch darkness, dark vision doesn't really see anything either, unless if you have the like vision that allows you to see it through dark.
Yeah.
But the squirrel
Something
will
like,
go in ahead of you, scout it out. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. It disappears down the tunnel. You hear like its pitter-patter of its feet like echo through this like long hallway as the sound is bouncing off the walls. It disappears off in the darkness. Are you like watching through its eyes? Or are you just like waiting for it to come back? What is the plan with the familiar?
I'll go like in afterwards. You know, if it spots anything, I'll just switch the vision between me and it.
Okay, I've no map for the underground of this, so it'll be Theater of the Mind, but you get on your hands and knees and you start crawling into the tunnel. You've got your
I
light
mind.
cantrip on you, so you're like lighting up the way ahead of you. There is no recognizable features on the floor or walls or ceiling at all. It is just blank concrete. No like marks, no cables running along it, no lights, no like hangers to hang a light on of anything, just a nondescript, completely featureless long hallway that is slanting downwards. The further that you are crawling down this hallway, you notice that the downward slope is getting steeper and steeper as you get further ahead. You definitely feel like if you're gonna keep going, you're gonna start sliding down the shaft.
What about the squirrel? Does he like start sliding?
The squirrel like went a bit ahead of you. It's a bit more nimble. It can like, you know, they can run up trees and stuff like that. So it can go a bit deeper ahead. But yeah, you can see through the squirrel's eyes that the incline of the slope is getting bigger and bigger the further down you go. And eventually it gets to such a steep angle that even the squirrel has to like come to a stop and like starts to like back up a bit.
Eventually we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna just slip off.
Did you crawl in behind the doctor,
I did.
AJ? Or are you still in the bunker?
I would call in, yeah, why not?
Okay, so
Yeah,
we've got Cecil first, then the doctor after Cecil. Well, technically Squirrel first, then Cecil, then the doctor, and then AJ. And do you think Des would have gone in with you guys or stayed out here?
He'd have probably stayed out here, but he said he was going to follow us.
Yeah,
So he's following us.
he said he'll stay with the doctor. So it's up to you, AJ, if you would have allowed Des to go in before you or after you.
Before.
Okay, so you are the last one of the row, pretty much. I'm just gonna put you
Yeah.
guys in that row. Sylph did not go with you in the tunnel. They'll like stay at the entrance, just looking in, like Everything okay down there? There. As it like echoes through the tunnel.
So get some rope.
Is it too far down or is it too far up the shaft ahead of us?
It
will start, like,
slopes
slipping down.
downwards. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
Chris, can I tell the squall to just fucking slide? If anything like happens to him, I'll just make him disappear and pop again here.
okay. Yeah. So to make
I
it
will,
clear, it is like the angle downwards is getting steeper and steeper as you crawl further into the tunnel. So eventually, it's just kind of turning into a slide.
Yeah. I will flip. I will roll over onto my back, and unbeknownst to poor old Cecil ahead of me, start sliding.
Okay. Cecil, you tell your squirrel to keep going. It like almost like a flying squirrel, like legs out, arms out, just completely open up, start sliding down the slope. It eventually
come behind you.
yeah. The squirrel is sliding down. Cecil, you're like waiting to see where the squirrel would end up, but you hear Dr. Lucien is like sliding down the slope behind you, rapidly approaching.
Uh-oh.
Toboggan Champion 2026.
And yeah, he just bumps in the back of you, like nudging you
Misty
forward.
step out of his way.
We're in a small confined court.
I'm just gonna teleport behind you.
Did you know I was coming?
I mean, I'm hearing you
Did you
coming.
see behind me? You were in front of me, crawling on your belly.
I mean, we're crawling on our knees, not our bellies.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, Misty Step. It is just verbal. You technically only need your voice, so even
You
though
have to be
you're in
able
a
to see.
tight...
Yeah, but I have to be able to see like where I'm.
If he
teleporting,
can
right?
turn around to like behind him to see me coming, then yeah. But I'm saying he's going to miss his step forward otherwise and go down the shaft.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear like noise behind you. You kind of like awkwardly try to look over your shoulder in this tight space, and you see that Dr. Lucien is indeed just sliding down, like rapidly approaching. You very quickly like say the words for Misty Step. You turn into mist, and Dr. Lucien slides. You slide through the mist as Cecil reappears behind you.
I grab his legs.
Come on.
No, you're coming with me, boy.
Do you resist, Cecil?
Of course.
Okay, well, both ankles I'm going for, and I've got my mage hand.
Okay.
You're coming with me, boy, whether you want or you're coming down the shaft.
What are you using to resist, Cecil? And I guess, Lucien, what are you using to pull him down? It'll either be...
Both my hands, and I've got mage hand, and I'm also psychic, so I'm going to psychically shove him.
Oh,
What the hell, man?
so this will be
You come with
opposed...
me, I'm not going down this darkness alone.
I'll say opposed strength, but Lucien, you get to roll with advantage because you are using your abilities to help you. And
yeah,
Cecil,
he's stronger than me too, I think, anyway.
you're getting grabbed by your
Thanks, Alma.
legs. Are you doing anything specifically to stop him from pulling you down?
Can I dexterously move out of the way? Or crawl out of the way?
Yeah, you can try to use your athletics to try to save yourself from this.
Wouldn't it be acrobatics though? So I think I
Acrobatics, yeah.
Yeah.
As you do a barrel roll, I suppose, in this tunnel. Oh!
Which one of us is the DC? Which one of us is the save?
You're the save. I'm grabbing you, right?
I think so. Yeah. So it'd be the DC. So would that count as
So
being it?
you should be doing a dex save. Oh,
No. Just acrobatics or athletics to oppose. It's not a saving throw, weirdly enough. Yeah, normally it is the ability score that is the tiebreaker. So in this case, even though Dr. Lucien rolled with advantage, he only has a +1. So Cecil with his +4 wins the tiebreaker. So Lucien, you go down the slide, you try to grab Cecil by the legs and use your telekinetics to like punch him down, but Cecil just kind of like rolls out of the way, pushes both of his like hands and legs against like the walls, like kind of like just completely wedging himself in there.
Please tell me you're sliding behind. After all this, AJ just cringing.
Yeah, AJ, you kind of see all of this happening in front of you over the what you can barely see over the shoulder of this.
I try and stop with my gun, like put it in the way.
Okay.
Just shoot us both. I'm sick of your shit.
No. I put it where it can wedge between and just hold still.
I get you.
So Cecil, Des, and AJ, you've come to a stop in the shaft. Dr. Lucien, you're sliding down. The squirrel is sliding down. You are. Are you aware of the squirrel at all times, or do you have to be actively like looking through its eyes?
I think I'll have to be looking through its eyes.
Okay. Would you know if it gets hurt?
I don't think so. But if I see it's like dropping down at a fast rate, then I'll just like pull it out. I'll also
Well,
probably
no.
like pull it out.
You know if it died though, right?
I know if it died, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think if it's just going down, I think I'll pull it out. I also think I'll pull it out since Dr. Lucien is probably going to crush it on the way down.
You like unsummon it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You didn't have a light on, right, Dr. Lucien?
Nope. That was my light source, and that's why I was like, I don't want to go down here in the dark over here. I want to try to take it with me, and he just fucking stopped.
So you slide down the shaft. You see the light of a Cecil behind you, like fading away in the distance. As the slope is getting steeper and steeper, you start like sliding down at quite a rapid speed, but you can like kind of use the walls to your left and right to like slow yourself down, so you're not like going too crazy fast.
This is a fun ride. Why would I do that?
Yeah, you slide all the way down. Eventually, you pop out of a small opening into a massive open area with concrete pillars as like supports, splitting up the area, like breaking it up. Not on the same scale, but the closest thing I can think of as like a comparison is the big room in Moria in Lord of the Rings, where Gandalf does like his slide thing to scare the goblins off with all the pillars, but like way smaller pillars, but just rows of concrete pillars that seem to stretch out endlessly, and it is pitch black down here. It is completely dark.
Oh, so I can't see any of this.
No. And yeah, the rest of you just see Lucien disappear down the shaft. What are you doing?
Considering I just managed to stop myself from the slide by just pressing my legs and hands against the walls, I'll just keep doing that and just slowly shimmer down.
Okay, yeah, you slowly shimmy down. I guess Des follows behind. AJ, do you follow Cecil down?
Aidan?
You might be muted, Aidan. You are muted.
Fuck! I was thinking of doing something stupid.
Go ahead.
Is this? Do I need it to? Is this spend key points? You can use it with excellent when you fall. Reduce any fall damage you take, and the amount equivalent to 5 times your monk power. I don't think it uses key points. Okay, so you look like going slowly, like coming off the ramp.
Yeah.
No,
I'll go
I
down.
went flying off.
He went flying.
Okay.
I'm going down there slowly.
And I'm in the dark with my smartphone light.
I'm gonna activate the cantrip light. Then I'm going to pull my weapon out of the so it's stopping me, and I'm just going to slide past everyone, and I'm going to activate Snowfall.
Nice.
It's like a area just gonna be like stuck above us, won't you?
Yeah, you can't really go past them.
Damn, I thought I could slide past them.
You can tackle them out of the way.
Yeah, you can shove them.
Get to the other side. I'm gonna yell that so I can slide by.
Other side, there's no other side, there's only one way in.
Pull your arse off the floor.
We're going down there, like straight slope down. Like, what do you want me to do?
Okay, I'll grab one, move him above me, grab the other, move him above me, and then slide down.
Even if you lay flat, there's not enough room to like slide underneath them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you get
It's a very tight crawl space.
I got past him because he misty stepped.
Yeah.
And my plan was to tackle him and like toboggan ride him like on my lap. But he didn't let it happen. He was going to be on my lap, but it was going to be romantic. But no.
I'm glad I didn't let it happen.
I can't do anything then. I'll just activate light and go down as fast as I can.
Oh, that thing that Jackie had.
I push him.
Start rummaging through the bag in the dark. Go, please.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So, AJ, you have no real choice but to follow behind the others. You try to get past them, but you just can't. It is too tight. And Cecil, you are slowly making your way down the shaft. And Dr. Lucien, you are down at the bottom. You activate your phone light. You see these like concrete pillars, just rows of them stretching out, seemingly endlessly in all three directions, to your left, to your right, and straight ahead. And directly behind you is just a concrete wall with the square opening in the wall that you just came out of. You see no lights down here. You don't hear any movement or any voices or anything, but you hear a faint dripping of some sort of water or liquid in the distance.
It's gonna be saliva. It's gonna be fucking saliva. Anyway, I desperately, and out of desperation, because this light's not enough on my phone, reach into the bag of holding and just like hope for a light, any light, and I pull out this lantern.
Okay. Pull out a lantern with a 60-foot cone of
Why
dim
would you
light.
have a lantern and not an ordinary torch? Whatever. How do I? And I light this up.
Yep.
Oh, thank God.
It's like it's like one of those modern day like camping lanterns that it's running on like battery power. It's not like an oil lit lantern or anything like that. You fold it out, whoop, you ignite this 60-foot area in a cone in front of you. It just seems like an empty area that is stretching on for quite a distance, with a bunch of just support pillars keeping this whole subterranean area from collapsing in on itself, I suppose. And
shining the torch like up and down the pillars and along the floor, making sure there's no traps or I'm about to walk into anything dangerous. I'll slowly walk through the pillars.
Yeah, you slowly, very cinematically, like walk through the pillars, like turning your light around to like look at the pillars and the walls, and you notice the wall the walls of the shaft and the bunker and stuff that you went through was completely featureless, had no markings on it. These pillars, they are decorated in elaborately carved decorations. Every single one of these pillars, they look. I guess to be a history.
Math, science, history. Not going to unravel any mysteries.
With a
'Cause I
9.
rolled a fucking 9.
Yeah, you don't know what they mean. They are foreign to you, but you've been around long enough. You've seen like movies and media and stuff like that. You recognize these symbols on the pillars as like historical Hawaiian symbols, like Polynesian markings, like Maui and stuff like that.
That's Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
It's like a little carving of him in one of the pillars.
Is he peeing into a bottle? As a reference. Okay, I guess I'll get to the other end of the corridor if the guys are still slowly making their way down the shaft like a pair of pussies.
Yeah, I can't think of the name now, but I like the very typical symbols and stuff that they have that they get like their tattoos from and stuff. It has a name.
What, the tribal?
Yeah, like the tribal tattoos.
I don't know. Let me see.
Samoan?
Samoan? That sounds right.
Polynesian tattoos or tattoo, T-A-T-A-U.
Yeah, Samoan tattoos, very much like those kind of like symbols are carved on these pillars, like just intertwining, like it looks like ropes and stuff intertwining into each other.
Right.
And as you walk through these pillars, eventually, Cecil, you're the first out of the shaft as well. You come out of the opening, you see a bit further ahead of you is Dr. Lucien, like shining a lantern around, illuminating all these like pillars. As you come out of the shaft, the light cantrip that you've cast on yourself like lights up a bit of this area as well. You also just see this like massive underground concrete room with all these like rows of pillars just seemingly stretching forever in all directions.
You alright, Doctor? You kind of slipped and fell, huh?
You kind of avoided coming with me. What was
I
that
mean,
about?
I don't want to go down there just all of a sudden. I mean, I know you're a doctor, but I don't want to just hurt myself and break my back.
But you can use that teleportation spell at will.
Whoa!
It just
See?
did that out of its own.
I just triggered it there by saying it. See?
That scared me. I was like, what the hell?
I mean, I'm gonna have to time it right, especially at a split second. I don't want to risk that.
Yes, because it's not like you're capable of doing that to, say, avoid a projectile of a human being coming at you at high speed.
Oh, I had plenty of time to avoid you. I'm not sure how many times I could have had to like avoid this slamming on the ground.
5 seconds. I was able to do it without any magic. Anyway,
I didn't want to risk it. It's not like I knew what's down there.
let's get to the other end of this corridor.
Alright.
Because it's getting late IRL.
And yeah, with Cecil coming out of this tunnel, eventually Des comes out, and after Des, AJ, you all find yourself in this massive, seemingly empty concrete room with just like all these pillars with these very lavishly decorated symbols on them.
Can we do a history check?
Yeah? As you like see these symbols. 14. Are you investigating these symbols as well, AJ? Before I start reading out.
See, be sure. Yeah. Oh.
And 18. Yeah, Cecil, you have like a brief understanding of the old classic mythology of ancient Hawaii. They're like their gods that they venerated and stuff like that. A lot of the symbolism, a lot of the symbols on these pillars reminds you of that. You know that they had like they pretty much gave believed in deities that were like aspects of certain elements, like the god of winds, the god of creation, of sorcery, of war. Like they had a whole bunch of different ones. You're not an expert in it, but you know well enough to recognize the symbols as like this is definitely depicting historical, ancient Hawaiian culture. And AJ, with your 18, you having lived here for a while, working here as a firefighter, you know the culture well enough. You definitely recognize the symbols on the pillars specifically are depicting the gods of the Hawaiian mythology.
Okay.
Like all 12 of them.
Oh shit. Oh no.
You alright, AJ?
Yes.
I mean, someone who's right isn't just saying, oh no, murmuring to himself.
Just the 12 gods.
Yeah, is that good or bad? Like, are we dealing with good gods, bad gods, evil ones?
Griss.
Like many olden-timey gods from back in the day, they have good and bad aspects about them. The Hawaiian gods are, they tend to lean more towards the almost like peaceful aspects of life, like living together with nature, everything in balance, like that kind of stuff. But there is definitely like the ancient Hawaiians believed that if the gods were upset, they would cause the dormant volcanoes that are scattered all across Hawaii to like erupt and stuff like that.
Okay. I will feed that to them.
You think we pissed off one of the gods?
Maybe not us. Maybe the people that are dealing with Pixie that see it.
Right.
Or
What would they? I mean, it seems like they're worshipping them, aren't they?
It
Maybe
seems to me more like the person here wants to cause it. Otherwise, why have a doomsday bunker to prepare for some sort of end-of-day event?
I mean that, or maybe he is working for the gods to bring that doomsday because they're mad at us.
A little bit sexist, don't you think, in this day and age? Could be a woman.
I mean, you thinking the villain is a woman? A little bit sexy if in this day and age.
No, I'm saying it could be either. Nice try, though.
You hear like Sylvester, their voice echo down the shaft.
I should
That is-
wear my shaft.
There is a vehicle approaching up here. Should I go and greet him?
Oh God, no! Come down the shaft
No.
immediately.
come down.
Come down. Yeah, you hear like some like rattling and stuff and noises coming down the shaft as eventually Sylph like lands with a like tongue on the floor.
Can I catch him, her?
Yeah, sure. You slide up to the entrance and you just like catch them as they fall out. Oh, thank you. That got quite steep at the end there. What is this place?
Move their hair out of their face and just be like, no problem. It seems to be some sort of ancient temple to some sort of Hawaiian god.
Ah. That is I am not familiar with that pantheon of gods.
Me neither. My friend here seems to know, though.
Yes, I still have the radio tuned into the same frequency as the one above.
Oh, did you take it with you? Oh no, you changed your radio to the frequency.
So you can listen.
Yeah. Is that what you're talking through?
Right. Yeah, no, then as you're down here, the connection is a bit spotty so far down in this like concrete bunker. It's like picking up like bits and pieces, but you definitely hear like voices like this is 5 porting in, arriving, like you definitely pick up like bits of somebody communicating with somebody else.
Yeah.
Bit of an issue. There's
Yeah,
a zombie standing outside the truck.
Yeah, there's a zombie. There's a mention of a zombie kid. The radio.
Oh, you're sitting
I-
inside the truck.
No, I left them guarding the truck from the outside. And
Right,
I left
the
the hole
zombie.
upstairs too. I didn't close it. Because I didn't have a spill slot. I didn't think we were going to get rumbled so quickly. I thought we'd be able to investigate and find some weird fuckers doing a ritual down here or something.
Yeah, you can like vaguely make it out, but you definitely hear over the radio like something here. As it goes quiet for a while, and from the shaft, like as the sound echoes down, you hear like a shotgun shot, like it
Yeah.
definitely recognizable as like a shotgun getting fired.
Oh,
Yeah, it's definitely one of them coming back here.
yeah, it sounds like
Do you feel what your zombie feels?
no, but
Okay.
I know if he, I know if he gets destroyed.
Yeah, your zombie is gone. Like somebody took
Okay.
it out.
Well, I'm afraid to say, old zombie is gone. There's someone
Right.
up there.
Let's maybe get into an advantageous position or figure out what they're doing here quickly.
You
Before
do
they-
that. I will set up a trap at the bottom of the shaft. If they come down, they will hit it.
There's a second entrance inside the cabin, me and that's where.
Well, better safe than sorry. We can take the second exit and try and get out that way.
Just go deeper down the hallway and investigate.
Okay.
I'll head back towards the shaft and try to set up a trap.
Do me an investigation, Cecil, as you go deeper down the hallway to investigate.
Hellway? Oh shit.
Hallway.
Oh no! Entering the hellway.
Hey, 27. You go deeper down the hallway. You have a light, so you can see down here. With your 27, you notice that all these pillars have like little openings in them all over the pillars, like little square holes hidden away in all the various markings, like in the mouths of like depicting creatures and stuff like that. And you notice it on all these pillars, and there are like hundreds of these pillars down here.
Isn't all like the square holes filled in? Are they all
No,
empty?
they're very small, like barely enough to put like a pen inside of it, but they're just open square holes.
What if I poke inside one of them with a rapier?
Yeah, you poke it. Nothing really happens when you poke into one of the holes. As you pull out the rapier, you notice that the tip of your rapier that you poked into the hole, the metal of it is like glowing red of heat.
Oh. Huh. Okay. What if I take like I have other weapons. I do have this. I'll just like go through like different square holes and just poke around and see what different effects gets put on.
You start chiseling away. Yeah, you start like poking in these holes, and every single one of these holes seem to be inlaid in a certain material on the inside. You can't quite tell what, but it seems to be like a high grade like metal-ish shafts that are running through all these tiny holes, and they are all like extremely hot on the inside of them, like to the point where like if you poke into it, like a bit of steam would like come out.
Okay. They're like using this to heat something up. And there's enough to put like pixie dust in it.
Could be, but you do not find any remains of pixie dust in any of these holes.
This is where we find a bunch of dragon eggs being hatched.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'll just keep walking down.
So Cecil, you're walking further down. Lucien, you went back to the entrance, you said?
Yeah, I just set out a little trap. Just in case anyone else comes down the shaft.
Okay, so Sylvester, Lucien, and Des are still by the entrance. AJ, would you have stayed by the entrance, or are you following Cecil deeper into the abyss, so to say?
Following Cecil in.
Okay. So Lucien, Sylv, and Des, the three of you are like by the entrance, by the shaft that you guys came from. As you look upwards, it's kind of like, since it started sloping down over time, it's kind of at an angle, so you can't like see straight through the entire shaft all the way down to the entrance, but you see like on the roof of the shaft, on the top wall, like the reflection of light. People are definitely up there at the entrance, shining a torch down the shaft.
I shoot this crossbow bolt tied to the rope straight into one of them, hopefully, and I'm going to try and pull them down the shaft.
Well, since it became like, the angle became like steeper and steeper over time. It's not like a straight line down the.
Because you said we could see the light. I thought we could fucking.
Yeah, you kind of see the light like reflecting on the like roof of
I
the
see.
shaft as you look up it.
Yeah. Can I crawl
Yeah.
in and see if I can see him?
You can try to crawl up there, but it's quite steep and it's quite a long way.
Oh well, I'll use the broom. I can lay flat in it.
Flying speed of 50.
Yes.
Can carry up to
I don't want to
400.
get. I don't want to fly it right up there. I just want to get it so I can get an angle on someone.
Yeah, I'll say it's too tight of a spot to maneuver the broom in there. You you try to
I was
fit it
trying.
in there, but it's not quite big enough to support you on top of the broom, like flying through it.
Oh well, I will put it away for later.
Yes, Cecil, you overhear like over the radio, the walkie-talkie like shoots on again. You hear some static. You hear you distinctly make out the words like it's ready. Let it flow. And as you look around, you see this like reddish glow starting to come from all the little holes you saw in the pillars, as little bits of magma start to trickle down all the pillars in this room, immediately illuminating this entire like spacious concrete underground area in this like reddish glow as hot molten magma starts pouring down all the pillars.
Alright, we're going back.
Oh, we can't get back up that way.
I'll just make another way.
I gesture to go ahead.
Chris, can I use this up above us to create a passageway for us that Jackie can
Passwall.
fly us out of there?
A passage appears at a point of your choice that you can see on a wooden, plaster, or stone surface, such as a wall, a ceiling, or a floor within range, and lasts for the duration. You choose the opening's dimension, up to 5 feet wide, 8 feet tall, and 20 feet deep. The passage creates no instability in a structure surrounding it. When the opening disappears, any creature or object still in the passage created by the spell are safely ejected to an unoccupied space nearest to the surface on which you cast the spell. They realized they had to specify that that last bit. So yeah, you can open up an area that's 5 foot wide, 8 feet tall, and 20 foot deep. And you want to do that in the roof?
Yeah, maybe like get us back up to this bunker area here.
Yeah, you were like, I believe I said 40 feet down that you saw the other hallway. So I don't think your like pass wall can reach the surface. But you can create like a pocket area, I guess, in the roof.
Yeah, I can create a safe area for us, and yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. What does this look like as you start
But
casting
wait, hold
this
on. But
spell?
only Jackie's the only one that can fly us up there. I don't think he can handle all of us.
I can.
All of us?
The broom can handle up to 400 pounds.
Yeah, but like have 5 people on it.
Well, you're a twink.
Shut up.
Yeah. AJ, it depends how much Leaf Boy weighs, and AJ, well, yeah. Because, like, I imagine Jess is pretty skinny.
How far is it up there? I might be able to
What?
jump it.
20 feet.
Jump a bike and have nothing to hold on to.
If he's a monk, he could probably just stick his legs out and hold himself up there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bit wider
Yeah, the
than...
roof.
The
The
5
roof
feet,
is,
he can probably do the fucking splits and hold himself, yeah.
The roof is quite low here. It is not high up at all. Like, if you jump, you can like reach the ceiling with your hands for sure.
Okay.
I'll fly up with the elf on the back of the broom, and Cecil, I'll tie a rope to the bottom of the broom, and you can grab onto it, along with Des.
Okay, cool. So Cecil, you create an area in the roof that you can find safety in from the lava being poured into the room.
Yep.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, you create an opening. You use your magic transmutation abilities to create like an opening in the ceiling, as like Lucien said, starts to like carry people with the broom up there. AJ, are you gonna attempt to just jump into the opening that Cecil has made?
Yes, but I'm going to make sure I succeed, and I'm going to use my bonus action to use Step into the Wind.
Oh, okay.
So I just do a deep breath, and then jump.
Yeah. With your jump speed, with your jump distance doubled, you definitely make it in there.
Okay.
And yeah, you all make it into the opening. Lucien, you said you carry Sylph, the plant person, up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all are like tucked away into this like makeshift opening in the ceiling as the lava and magma start like rising and completely filling up this like underground space. It is a very slow process of the magma pouring out of the pillars and like filling this this room. Like it is slowly but surely rising, but it is very slow, like excruciatingly slow. You realize that this is gonna take a while until this entire chamber is like filled, if that even is their goal.
We are going to be cooked alive in this hole. I shall reach into the bag and hope for help in any way. Because I don't fully understand what's in here.
What is it?
And I
the
pull
bag of
out
holding?
2 things that I don't recognize. Let's see. Boop, boop. What the hell are these things? Magic boy?
Yeah.
Are these anything they can use for? I reached into the bag for something that can help us, and this is what it gave me.
Does it even specify what spells?
I
they
don't. I
are?
know. They've never been identified. I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Jackie. And these were given to him with the bag. He doesn't know what they are either.
Are they any part of my spells? Do I recognize them? I guess spells.
it's wizard spells. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You could probably identify it.
I'm just checking your spell list, Cecil. Because you have, what was Jackie?
He was
Artificer.
artificer
yeah.
and cleric.
Okay, yeah. Dr. Lucien like pulls out these 2 scrolls out of the bag. He doesn't know what they are. He like looks at you, Cecil. You recognize them as spell scrolls. You have no idea what spell is on these scrolls. You think if you take some time, you could identify the spells on them, but you're in a pretty stressful situation, I would say, even though the lava is very slowly rising. It is definitely rising.
Cast Identify. Cast Identify.
It'll take like 10 minutes. I can just teleport us out.
What? Did we teleport us out this whole time?
Yeah, but I thought maybe staying here and let the lava rise and then go down again would like make them think we were
going
dead
to-
and then we're gonna surprise them. And...
It is getting-
sweat is dripping
Yes.
off everybody.
It is getting
Fucking
very hot.
dying, bro.
You see, like,
Do you know how hot lava is?
you see, like, Sylph is looking around worried. The edges of her like leafy garments and like body parts and stuff are getting like
As
starting
much
to
as
like
this is
ember.
going to arouse me, I'm going to pour this over her.
Water
Chris,
skin.
this is no, not attack save.
I have 4 of them.
Attack save.
If they're needed.
Like this, it is like spell scroll of plane shift. I don't really have to like shift, like go to a different plane, right?
You and up to 8 willing creatures who link hands in a circle are transported to a different plane of existence. You can specify a
Wait.
target destination in general terms, such as the City of Brass on the elemental plane of fire, or the Palace of Despater on the 2nd level of the 9 Hells, and you appear in or near that destination. If you are trying to reach the City of Brass, for example, you might arrive in its Street of Steel before its Gates of Ash. Okay. If you
Is
know the
stuff okay?
sigil sequels of teleportation circle on another plane of existence, this spell can take you to that circle. You're definitely aware of circles in all kinds of different planes because of the estate. You can use this spell to banish an unwilling creature to another plane, choose a creature within your reach, and make a melee spell against it on a hit. It doesn't specify if you can stay on the plane that you currently are, but because the name and the text seems to imply that the whole purpose of this spell is specifically to go to a different plane, I'm gonna say that like if you use this, it will take you to another plane of existence. You won't stay in the same one.
Okay. Yeah. So which plane do you guys want to go to?
How are we going to hold? You said in a circle? I'll Griss and I know.
We don't have to be in a perfect circle. Just hold hands together and closed.
This is in a circle.
And yeah, the water like
Yeah.
splashes over Sylph and she's like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
thank
sure.
you,
That
thank
helped?
you.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it actually helped him. Like, am I taking this tree thing too literally?
Yeah, you can see like it definitely like absorbs into her if it doesn't like immediately like evaporate because of the heat.
I'll dump another one then. I guess I've got 4.
Uh,
Well, we do need to be in a circle. It says. And I think AJ's a little bit busy as he's like standing. He's like holding on for dear
Let's
life
see.
to the walls.
I can do the pass wall again. I mean, it's not concentration, and casting again won't break the first one.
But yes, I mean we're roughly about 40 feet down. If this can do 20 feet, yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, you don't need to be so.
We're dying here. Hurry up. I'm worried that she is going to spontaneously burst into flames.
You're right, because you're not the one spontaneously bursting her.
Pass wall, you create another opening. I'll say you like pop out around here next to the bunker as a hole appears in the floor and you guys come like crawling out of it. You notice that it is morning already.
Well,
Ow.
pretty sure I
When
can
did that
cast
happen?
teleportation this time.
Because I did not pause the timer and it just kept going, so it's 8 in the morning now.
Right. Well, they're in that
Just-
bunker. Let's go fuck them up.
Is the car
Yeah,
like
okay.
still there, Chris? Oh shit.
I'll pause it here.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna take some time to build an encounter here for next time.
Yeah, this is good. This
with
level.
some
Right.
put some guys down. And we have been going for 3 hours, so this is a good point to call it. But yeah, they are. It's safe to assume that they're in the bunker. maybe there are dudes some other places, but you do see a car like parked inside here next to the car of the tires that you slashed, and you're like deceased
slash something.
zombie laying past the fence, I guess.
Gregory.
Gregory, no. But yeah, we'll come back to this next time with how you deal with the people that tried to melt you down there, I guess, is an accurate way of saying it.
I've got a very easy way to deal with them.
Maybe we'll find out who this TC Modern is.
I pull out the grenade that's in my pocket and I chuck it in there.
That'll do it.
And then I just steal up the stone. Oh wait, I can't. Oh. I need to tune to the Pearl Power and stuff.
Some would say we're running out of resources here.
Yeah, we need a long rest.
Yep.
We've been going for quite a long time. Full 24 hours almost.
Yeah.
We're getting a bit sleepy.
You if you keep going, at some point I'm gonna like kick in the exhaustion mechanic that is in D&D, where you become too tired to like fully focus on your spells and abilities and stuff like that, but not quite as of yet. But we'll call it here for today.
Insist on rest soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll call it here for today. We'll come back to this next Friday. Normally, I don't think anything is happening, but as always, I'll send out a message. Yeah, I hope you guys had fun, and we will come back to this.
Absolutely. Now stop watching. Fuck off.
Pause the spooky music. Okay, as always, thank you for watching. I'll definitely be streaming more games and stuff and more roleplay next Friday. But that is us for today. Bye bye.